That's right. We're back, back, back. Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. But some days I sit and wish I was a kid again. Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. But some days I sit and wish I was a kid again. Good morning, everybody. How y'all doing this morning? It's your boy Boogotti NYC. Hope you guys had a fantastic evening. Let me know if you can hear me loud and clear. That's right, I said it. Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. But some days I sit and wish I was a kid again. Thank you so much. That was the sound check right there. How you guys doing this morning? I'm energized. I'm up, blessed by the Lord up above, and so happy to be here. Another day, another time with you guys here. That's right. Let's get that audio right. Not audio right, but let's get everybody in here so that we can get those prayers in the air, because it looks like for some reason we got a little bit. We looking good on the video over here. Maybe if I don't squeeze it in so far, Miss Keisha won't say, "Hey Bugatti, why don't you go in a little further and give us some of that pour action?" Let me try to fix up this camera a little bit right here so we're not too crazy. I think that's going to be enough right there. Yeah, Batty, you like it when it's like that. So I'm going to try to please everybody this morning. How everybody doing this morning? It's your boy Bugatti NYC. Y'all could have went anywhere. Fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me. I appreciate you guys. Yeah, I just realized what I had to do. That little thing with the plastic over there, you got to pull that up a little bit because everything else is actually straight. Let me prove it to you. I got a little leveler here. I put the leveler in the middle and the bubble stays in the middle. So I know it's that piece of wood back there. I got to take everything apart to fix that, but we'll get on that some other time. Some other time. Don't worry about it. Hope everything is going well at your home because it's going decent over here and I can't complain. 2 points for you. Good morning, everybody. I hope everybody is doing well. Who we got in the building right now? We got to get those prayers in the air for liberty and justice. Luigi. Got to pray for Casey, Miss Swanza. Can't forget about Adam Trebet. Got to pray for love and happiness and friendship for that one song. Want to also pray for Luigi. Can't forget about who else we got up in the building. Got my brother, like I said, Casey Ramos. Also want to pray for me. Can't forget about Sam Champion, Mark Dorfman, Winter Rising, Angels Among Us, Justin. Can't forget about Jeffrey Spilker as well. I already said that, right? No, I didn't. I did not say that yet. And you know what we can't forget about? The man upstairs, all of our family, and everybody here. Okay, who else we got in the building? Okay, we starting off this way. Let's do it. Amen. Come on, you guys, let's go. I got you in there, Adam. I said it. VG, gotta make sure that you're in there too. You guys ready? Because it's Saturday morning. Come on now. Come on. I know you ain't got a bowl of cereal, but you still got to get energized. Let's have some fun over here. It's time to turn up. It's our bottom line. Let's do it, y'all. Let's go. Whenever you're ready. Okay. I'm ready to go. Do, 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 do. They're ready to go. Boop, 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 boop. It's time to start the show. I hope you're ready, yo. Yo, 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 yo. And we wind it up. Boom, 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 boom. Wind it up. Do, 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 do. Wind it up because it's 6 o'clock somewhere. I think it's 6 o'clock here, but let's throw the wave anyway. Do, 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 do. Come on, start the show. We ready to go? Come on. It's time to start the show. Are you ready? Oh, okay. Olay. It's not as hot as it was yesterday. So let's go ahead and open up those pores. We gotta open up those pores. We gotta open up those. Do. It's Saturday. That's right, y'all. 2026. Said I'm your host, Boogotti NYC, and this here's our bottom line. Where we be talking about this and that, and chat, and this, and this, and that. Where we be talking about this and that, and chat, and this, and this, And that just got me lit. That's right, you guys. It is Saturday the 12th, 2026. Can you believe how fast this month is going by? It's about to be time to flip those burgers, make those steaks, and get that barbecue out there. That's right, you guys. 250. 250 years. It's almost time, guys. It's the countdown. We got less than what? Less than a month to go for the for 4th of July. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Hope you guys are ready. It's Saturday. So if you're here, I know what you're ready for. You're ready for trending topics, current events, and much, much more. So what I'm not going to do is waste your time. You know what I'm going to give you? I got 5 on it. I'm going to stack 5 videos at a time for real today because we got a lot to go through in the kitty. Don't get mad at me. I really got to stack 5. But what I need you guys to do so I can rely on you to have a good show and make sure that when I do turn around to answer those questions, please do your boy a favor. Let's try to stay on topic and stay on point. Let's make the discussions about everything that's going on in these videos because trust me, today we curated everything very, very well. Also, want to talk to you guys about that water that you're drinking. That's right, you guys, that water that you're drinking that's coming out of the tap that you're boiling food with, or that water that you're making tea with. We got to really get into that because we're not going to be so high horse on other things and not pay attention to that agua. That's right, you guys. We got to pay attention to that water. We got to get into that today as well. And we're not going to go into bottles. We're going to go into the bottom line of water and filtration as well as testing. We got something coming up in the health and wellness section on Saturday's edition of Our Bottom Line. So without any further ado, you guys know what I'm about to do, right? Because I already did the other one. Let's get into these titles. That's right, you guys. Let's get into these titles. I got to stack 5 because it's a lot here. We got a lot of video to cover. We got Trump. And why did Iran say not so fast on that Hormuz deal with the USA? Why did they slow things up? What's hindering things from going through? I'm not going to act like I know because I don't. But I'm going to tell you guys as it's happening because what we do over here, we put that video in. Let's see, anything changed since then? Okay, something changed. Boom, we do that on every single video so that we can try to keep as close as on point as we possibly can. So now we're going to keep on moving forward because now we got more situations going on here because we're asking this question. Why is New York City, stupid question, I must say myself, preparing for drama at a Knicks game 5? Woo, boy, I'm just going to put it like this. If it winds up being here, or whatever the number is, I might be wrong, and it might be tonight if I'm not mistaken. If they lose that game, woo, it's gonna be some real boop bap going on. And I just hope that let's just go ahead and get them the chip and let them do their thing. Because if they don't, you guys already saw the other turnouts and what could possibly be the end results. Let's keep on moving forward. Because last but not least over here, the party's still not over. It's still going on. Some people think that Jeffrey's still around. Some people saying that he's actually Palm Beach Pete, or that he's hanging out in Zorro Ranch somewhere. A lot of different things and speculation is coming up, you guys. Real talk. Check it out. Check it out. Check it out. Now, you see right here, these two right here. Now we're finding out a little more information where Bill Gates is saying, he was trying to extort me and blackmail me and trying to move his way out of the relationship. So what's going on here? What do we have? Is Bill Gates' reputation now tainted? Is Bill Gates' reputation now tainted for his relationship with Jeffrey Epstein? What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. We're going to keep on going. We got a lot to get into, you guys, a lot. I'm going to really stack 5 videos at a time because we got a lot to get into. So I'm relying on you to stay on topic, stay on point. Let me know where you're chiming in from every time I turn around because we got to get into it this morning, you guys. Also, you know what it is? It's Saturday. That means you can kick back, put your feet up, and really let's get into this. Make sure that you're liking the videos. Also, make sure that you're already subscribed if you have not already. And also, let's get your water, your tea, and your 55 coffee house because we got work to do. Let's do our thing over here. It's coming in kind of hot and heavy. I know you're used to seeing the president when we open up, but no, sometimes we have to come with leading stories. So we're going to get on over here. I think we're going to be over in the We're going to get over to, no, we actually got to skip. We got to skip because this just happened not too long ago. We got to get on over to San Francisco where there was a situation that happened at a Trader Joe where SPD officers were hit by vehicles during a pursuit. And this is like yesterday, actually. And the theft suspect lost his life by car as he fled. 2 officers were struck by the vehicle. Very graphic. Soon as we start off this morning, you guys, it's pretty graphic. So I hope you're ready. Thank you so much, Brian King Falcone. Good morning for the memberships, and thank you so much for the love. Let's keep on getting to work, you guys. Let's go.
According to police, the officers began pursuing that theft suspect out into the street, and that is when all 3 were struck by the Lexus that was making its way eastbound up California Street.
All 3 were struck by a vehicle that was unrelated to the incident, to the theft incident. All 3, the theft suspect, the 2 officers were struck, and one of the officers remained pinned under the vehicle.
Coming back to our live picture here, we have seen photos of the aftermath of that collision. You can see one officer was pinned under the SUV, another lying on the ground.
He said all 3 were hit, but 1 was pinned under the vehicle.
Next to it, the suspect was actually behind the vehicle. SFPD say first responders tried to save him, but were unsuccessful. And we've also just recently received video of the collision, and it is very graphic. It shows the suspect appearing to bolt away from the police on the sidewalk. That suspect appears to fall to the ground, and the officers get on top of him and to the side of him. That SUV, meanwhile, is making its way up California. It appears that they're on the ground in front of that SUV for about 5 full seconds, or perhaps a little bit more, and the driver does not stop until the car hits all 3 of them. Now, there are multiple investigations underway. Police trying to determine if that Tesla arson and the theft are connected. Now, police are also telling us that the driver of that SUV did stop and is cooperating with the investigation. Now, the last word that we have is that the 2 officers, a rookie officer and a field training officer, are in stable condition being treated for their injuries. Again, we have heard confirmation now from SFPD that the shoplifting suspect that they were pursuing, who appeared again to fall into the street, and those officers were on top of him. We have heard that that individual, despite medical attention, did die as a result of all of this. Alex, a lot of moving parts here. We're working to put all of this together. We'll get
Can you believe this is over shoplifting is what's so crazy about it? Let's keep on moving forward, you guys, because we do have some information coming in from President Trump that's pretty new, and they're basically saying that they have no idea what's going on. He rips the California elections and a little bit more. This is a pretty long interview coming in from the Oval Office. We did show you guys part of it yesterday, but I wanted to make sure that we got some more in today, especially certain points that make sense to what we have going on this morning. And guess what? It's Saturday. Good morning, everybody. How you doing? How you doing? Let's go. Let's do our thing, y'all. Let's keep it going.
Safe American Act, you are now urging Republicans to add that to this 3rd reconciliation bill.
Yeah.
What's your perspective on why election integrity matters so much for national security from your perspective?
Well, we need for our elections, we need to have voter identification, which you don't have right now on a national basis. We need it for, and the voter ID is very important. We need it for proof of citizenship. Do you believe it? The Democrats are fighting. They don't want you to prove your citizenship when you vote. You know why they want that? Because they cheat. And we also want it, mail-in voting, where you have people that are sent 7, 8 ballots, 2 ballots, 4 ballots. And a lot of them sign those ballots. Mail-in voting, and we want to be very judicious. If you're in the military and you're far away, or if you're handicapped, or if you're sick, or if you're on vacation, that you have but you're not going to millions and millions. Look at California. They send out millions of ballots, tens of millions. They have no idea what's going on. Those elections are so corrupt. So we have a mail-in ballot, and we have no men, and we had 2 more. No men in women's sports. We're talking about saving America, right? No men in women's sports. Another one, very popular. I think it's 99-1. They say it's 80-20. I think it's 99-1. And we have no mutilization of your children for transgender purposes. So see transgender mutilization of your children. Does that sound good with you guys?
What's up, boo?
Transgender mutilization.
Not at all. Not at all, sure.
Where your child leaves your house and they take your child from you. And some people think of it as 6 states. They take the child and do what they want to do. What they do is I don't even want to talk about it. We have that no transgender mutilization of your children.
Okay. Like I said, he had more gaggle to talk about. Don't know what you guys think about that, but I got 3 more to do because Iran basically says that it has not reached a final conclusion. Trump said it would be signed soon when it comes down to the deal, you guys. Again, we said, remember Friday or Thursday they had a deal. Now they're saying sometime over the weekend. So let's give them until next week and see what happens. Let's keep on going. Let's double tap that screen and get those likes up right now. Because every time we report this, I do remember it's like a tennis match, where every time we report that the president says it's over, every time when it gets on the Iran side, we didn't say that. That's what I start to notice now. Let's keep on moving forward, y'all. Let's go.
Begin with possible movement toward ending the war with Iran. Sources tell CBS News a memorandum of understanding between the US and Tehran is likely to be signed next week. This signing of the document would kick off 60 days of peace deal negotiations between the two countries. President Trump told reporters about the potential agreement in the Oval Office yesterday.
We just made a great settlement of the war with Iran. And we're going to be subject to finalization of documents. We should get done over the next few days. Probably have a signing maybe in Europe.
However, overnight, an Iranian official said Tehran has not reached a final decision on a truce with the US.
Womp, womp, womp.
We've got team coverage on this for you this morning. MTS Tayeb is in Tel Aviv.
Nah, that's enough. We got enough on that because we don't be rocking on that too long. We getting tired of Iran, to tell you the truth. I want to get on over to Marion County, where we're going to talk about some stuff that we all can agree on and understand that we're so happy about this. And man, this might be a new sheriff in town that we need to be paying attention to right here, you guys. He dropped certain bombs that you guys, you know what I said? I was just hanging out, watching and listening. I said, yeah. And all of a sudden I said, oh, I like him. That's right, especially when it's about a topic like this. Let's get on over to Marion County, you guys, but we got an official who announced the arrest of some child number 6 prison editors. That's right, you guys. Watch your head, and no, let's not let them out. Let's get on over to Marion County. I'm going to do a little bit in the front and let you see what's going on with this breakdown. Then I'm going to try to do a little bit and let you see who these people are. But I really want you to hear from the sheriff. Let's get it going, you guys. Let's go.
Here with who will be speaking here in a little bit. And we're going to start with, let me give you a highlight. Now, this operation, ICAC operation, was a 6-day operation. Now, a lot of people don't understand, don't know what an operation entails, what exactly it looks like. And here it is.
Hold on, guys. Sorry. Hold on.
We'll be speaking here in a little bit. And we're going to start with, I'm going to give you a highlight. Now, this operation, ICAC operation, was a 6-day operation. Now, a lot of people don't understand, don't know what an operation entails, what exactly it looks like. And here it is in basic terms for everybody. Detectives are posing as children or as bad parents trafficking their children. This operation nets unfortunately, more arrests every single time we do it. Now, on one hand, you like success, but in these cases, success also means that there's evil things out there that are going on. These activities, this type of crime, isn't limited to Marion County. It occurs in every county in this state. It occurs in every state through this nation. Now, here in Marion County, we take a very aggressive, proactive approach to this. No holds barred, because I want to find every one of these pieces of shits and get them out of my county. Hopefully get them out of every county and get them out, as you're going to see here through some of the names we're going to run through, get them out of the United States. They have no business here. They have no business preying on our children every single day. There are fathers and there are mothers in this room. There are fathers that are standing next to me. One that has one on the way. I know he fully understands as a parent the seriousness of these crimes. And really, my message out here is to the parents that are watching. You need to be aware. Listen to everything that is going to be said by myself, by the three speakers, and all these cases, everything that you're going to put out there. Parents, you need to pay attention. These predators simply found us. They found our profiles. They solicited us. The only thing that we did is we joined whatever application, whatever website, many of them out there. Doesn't make a difference what it is because they are all vulnerable for children to be able to get access to. Every single one of them. And I also want you to keep in mind, we're only talking about individuals that we arrested who were traveling here to Marion County. There are other cases that we didn't get to put physical hands on them as well. And that's more to come after this. These predators, the demographics doesn't make a difference. Doesn't matter your social status, doesn't make a difference in your race, doesn't make a difference in ethnicity. It is a wide scale of individuals. Pure evil is what it is. When I tell you it doesn't make a difference in who they are, you cannot tell who they are. Little league football coach here in Marion was trying to meet up with a 15-year-old boy. And one of his comments to the detectives online, telling the boy not to take a shower because he likes him to smell musty. That's messed up. Yep, for dollars. If the call him out on the PA.
A coach.
John Leninger. Now I got to call him out on the PA, come out of the house, and he did. Twice. The first time he offered $150 for a 15-year-old girl. The next day came back, offered another $200 if the girl would show up at his house. Now, here's some things that was disturbing. When we were at the house, he had a mannequin in one window on the front. There was another mannequin in another location at a window, and he had police uniforms on these mannequins. Now, his lame excuse was it helps deter crime coming into my house. It's not what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that he's trying to make the children feel comfortable that are coming into this house. Now, he conveniently did all this when his wife went to work. Space, as they pulled, well, they didn't showed up David's children involved in this. Obviously, wives have no clues. Mickey Barber and David Smith. Now, they showed up together wanting to violate a 14-year-old girl. Now, what they didn't realize is they pulled in a parking space literally right next to me. Guess whose smiling face they got to see? Put them in handcuffs. Mr. Smith is already a registered sex offender. John Goodman.
We can keep on going, y'all.
His last name is a good man, but he sure enough is not a good man. He was trying to meet a 7-year-old. Doesn't make a difference, male or female. 7-year-old.
This, just in case you guys want to see this whole thing, this is the Marion County state officials released details on child predators as a sting operation. Again, Marion County Sheriff state officials released details on child predators sting operation. Want me to say it again? It's on Fox 35 Orlando. Yes, you guys said it. Marion County Sheriff state officials released details on child predator sting operation. Had to let you guys see at least some of that to see what's going on in these situations here. Let's double tap that screen and get those likes up. That's why I told you I had to keep on going. I can't make sense of stupidity. Sometimes bonds on ICE are police collaborations. You guys give me the love now if you appreciate the content. I'm really gonna have to keep on moving. Let's double tap that screen, get those likes up. If we have not already subscribed, I really would appreciate it too. Yes, exactly. Please be careful out there and don't think that, look at that. The first one was the scariest. If anybody remember what the first one was, please put it inside of the comment section, please. I really would appreciate it. Just put his title there, what he was, so that we can really know that we got to pay attention out here. What was his title, if you guys remember? What? No, not just a coach. What kind of coach? And I appreciate that too, Brian. Little league coach. That's right. Okay, I can't make sense of stupidity because sometimes, I mean, and then when you get people like, let's say for instance, if we got some of these people that's arrested, but they happen to be a legal immigrant, we're not going to be able to get them handed over in sanctuary states and sanctuary cities. Let's keep on moving forward. They can't be handed over.
Thank you. How does the partnership with law enforcement that you described change your ability to find and protect these children? And then secondly, how many of these children have you been able to reunite with their families in foreign countries?
Well, first of all, let's talk about the 287G program, which is the greatest partnership we can have. It's shameful that we have governors like in Virginia and governors in New York and governors in California and other sanctuary states that refuse and allow their law enforcement to join in the 287G program, where we simply go after the worst of the worst. And we say to local law enforcement, the state enforcement, that if you will help us, you don't have to enforce, just if you run across these individuals, keep them. We'll pay you for your time. We'll even give you some of the equipment, and we'll pay for some of the equipment. Just hold them and we'll come pick them up.
They're like, yeah, we'll pay you guys to hold them for us. We'll give you equipment, everything.
And we have
to the police, just hold these guys for a little while till we can come get them, because we don't want them in the country no more, right?
sanctuary states now that are popping up in like New Jersey that are saying, no, it's against the law for any state agency or any local agency to join in the 287G program to enforce our nation's laws. I don't even know how that's possible, to be honest with you. Why wouldn't you want to take the worst of the worst off your streets? Why would we allow it? Let me just give you one statistic. 50% of all the murders that's happened in Fairfax County are by illegals. 41 individuals in Tennessee have been killed this year by illegals. Well, in the last 12 months. Why? Why would any politician say that we wouldn't want to get those individuals off our streets? Why wouldn't they want to partner with DHS and the 287G program to help rid this type of activity out of our country and out of your communities? And I can't make sense of stupidity sometimes. We allow political theater to get in the way of actual law enforcement. And all we're saying is let's protect our streets. And let's make sure that our kids can go play in our yards, that you guys can go on and run in the mornings. You that live in Washington, D.C., you know what it was like 2 years ago? What's it like today? Can you go run the streets? Can you go run the Capitol and feel safe? Could you have done that 18 months ago? No. And you know that. But because of President Trump's strong push for law enforcement, our communities and our cities are becoming safe again. Why wouldn't any elected official want the same in their backyard?
I just gotta leave it like that, you guys. We're gonna leave it like that because it's just common sense. I am not a Republican, I am not a Democrat, I am not an independent, and I'm not a conservative. I've just learned how to say all four of them together. I'm so bad at it. Why? Because I just don't follow blindly at a party. There's so much things going on in that party that I don't agree with, that party I don't agree with, that party I don't agree with. So what I chose to do is I agree with some of the different things, and that's just how we rock over here. And this way I keep myself level-headed, and we can have a really good course over here when it comes down to information, and we can be fair and have a good dialogue. Because I do believe, and I'm not just using the song for any reason. I feel as if we can have a debate, we can come up with solutions. Look how serious we are about this topic right here, and we're all let's say in different, you're all different in different parties. You got Republicans here, independents, conservatives, as well as Democrats, and you all feel the same way about the children. I guarantee you do. Let's keep on moving forward and let's do what we got to do. Now we got to get on over to Washington, where I always speak about someone that I feel is this somebody that you guys really like, but it seems like she's running from the ethics committee right now. And I'm talking about none other than Ilhan Omar. We got James Comer, who says he believes that Ilhan Omar is in a lot of trouble amid the fraud crackdown due to her connections with the Somali thieves. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. I told you we had a lot to get into this morning. Let's go.
People to jail, and I do think Ilhan Omar is in a lot of trouble. You got a situation there where you look at some of the earmarks she requested for her district. We're for some of those fraudulent schemes. So she's got that big question mark on how her net worth jumped up to, at least 6 million and then went back down to zero over a 1 year period. And she's never really answered that other than saying she made a mistake. It's hard to make a mistake. You have to review it and submit it again. You submit it, then it all pops up again, and you have to look. That they designed that software when you put your financial disclosure in. I do the same thing to where you have to look at it and you make triple sure it's right. I don't know how she would miss 3 extra zeros on or 2 extra zeros on something. 3 extra zeros on something. I mean, it's not even believable.
So
So that one song just said, speaking of fraudsters and scams, I caught a fake violinist. So that's like me sitting there. I used to play violin really good, but I can't play that good anymore because I don't have to I don't have the chops for it, but I can fake it. I can be like this. Meanwhile, there's a Bluetooth behind me. You know what I'm saying? I can do that. So is that what you caught? Is that what you caught? Let me find out.
are you saying that Ilhan Omar, the congresswoman from Minnesota, that she was getting federal money and feeding it into these corrupt Somali networks, her cronies?
I think one of the projects she requested was proved to be a fraudulent Somali scheme. Now, there's no evidence that she benefited from it.
Okay, now that it's part of the show, because you did it. It was not my fault. There's too many people here that want to see the video now. You can't say that and just think that they're not going to want to see it. I want to see it. So yes, if you're not a member of the Discord, I am commanding you to go and join the Discord. Yes, I want to still see it. If I play and take my time, I probably would be able to play. I probably would, because you don't lose certain things. You have to know how to hold the bow. You have to know how to apply the rosin. And then you just listen. I used to be so good. I used to not have to listen. They couldn't let me play after anybody else. I told you guys about that. Like my teacher, she used to be like, no, 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 no. I want to see if you did your homework. You go first. I used to be like, oh, because she would always get me. If you let me go second or third, I could always just play right behind somebody exactly what they played until she's like, all right, that's enough. She caught on to me though. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Yes, what we got over here in these comments? I think I got one more for you before we keep on moving forward. Let's keep on going, y'all. Let's go.
People to jail, and I do think Ilhan Omar is in a lot of trouble.
So I think, I don't know what's going to happen about that, because yesterday it was Ilhan Omar, and then they also had spoken about, it was someone else. It was, Tampon Tim Walls. I might use that for him. You know where I got that from, right? Captain Caveman and Son. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Yes, let's keep on going. Let's go. We got to get over to New York. And if I can make it there, I'll make it. Boom, boom. Anywhere, it's up to you. New York, New York. But just don't wear a Spurs jersey or any other team. Don't wear any other team's jersey but New York. You guys, I'm telling you, if you want to represent your team, best thing I'm gonna tell you to do is wear a wife beater or a white t-shirt. Don't even put the name on the back. Don't even do it to yourself because the police cannot even help you. They can't put 5 on it, 1 on it, 2 on it. They got one walking up the street like this, shaking their tear gas cans. They're trying to defend themselves. They getting beat down. I'm talking about they running up on them with the whoop whap, whoop whap. I'm talking about I saw some serious situations happen yesterday. I mean, that last finals game. That's why I'm saying I pray that the Knicks win for the streets of New York and the people. Let them win just for that. But what would they do after they win? Would they still go crazy? I don't know. You just can't call it. So now we got a situation here where NYPD plans for a fan chaos ahead of Game 5. Is that tonight, you guys? Is that tonight? I don't know. Let me know because I'm sorry. You guys are not even gonna believe it. I have no idea. I don't do nothing but our bottom line. That's why we so damn good. Let's keep on moving forward. Let's go. Check this out, you guys. What are they planning for the game?
Out in San Antonio, it won't just be a win, it'll be history for the city that hasn't seen this since 1973. Thousands have been gathering around bars and streets near Madison Square Garden, ready to celebrate whatever happens.
So if they wind up coming back here and ooh, boy, oh boy.
Watch parties this Saturday are at Brooklyn Bowl, the top of the Rock, City Pickle Times Square, and Industry City. But after Wednesday night's win, the scene
Oh yeah, it is tonight.
got out of
Okay.
control fast, with police saying crowds swelled into the thousands, and some fans crossed the line.
Look at that. Somebody said winning and losing is bad for New York. You guys know it. Anybody really from New York, you know what I'm talking about. Because you're going to still have people out there going crazy, climbing stuff, doing all types of nonsense. Then when police try to stop them, all sorts of conflict, they're going to be wilding out. You know what I'm talking about. Happy is the same thing, just a different type of energy.
From celebration into dangerous behavior. Police say 56 people were taken into custody, 15 were arrested, and 10 members of the NYPD.
Look what they did to that yellow cab. Look at this cab. This is all on top of it, smashed the windows.
Were injured, including one officer hit in the head with a glass bottle. Officers also dealt with blocked streets, fights, fireworks, damaged police cars, and people climbing vehicles near the garden. The NYPD says it has increased its presence around MSG, and while bars and restaurants were able to stay open inside the secure zone, officials want fans to celebrate without turning the streets into a scene. We received this statement from NYPD regarding the celebrations and crowd from Wednesday night's game. Quote, "This is an exciting time for the Knicks and for fans across New York City. The NYPD wants New Yorkers to be able to enjoy these celebrations, but our primary responsibility is to ensure that everyone can do so safely."
You won't see me out there. Yo, it's your boy Boogotti NYC tuning in live from the boop, boop, boop. Yo, ain't you that same dude? Boop, boop, boop. Nah, I'm out of there. Phew. Stand my butt in the crib. I ain't doing none of that.
Once again, there were large crowds of people who engaged in incredibly reckless and dangerous behavior last night, both during and after the game. This demonstrates exactly why the NYPD has increased our presence in and around Madison Square Garden.
Now we got to feel sorry for the people that were not let in from Argentina. Can you believe not only was they not let in, can you believe this? They played them, y'all. They said, y'all can't come, but we're going to give y'all free TV. Yes, Argentina. Soccer fans were denied access and entry to U.S. visas, but they gave them free TVs. Come on, y'all. Let's keep on moving forward. Let's go. I told you we go everywhere. Argentina. Ven aquí.
I had planned a trip. I wanted to go to the World Cup, mainly to Miami, and I also have family there. Honestly, my dream was shattered when they rejected my visa. And I thought everything was going wrong until Wednesday.
So now this thing turned into a free LCD giveaway instead of actually letting these people travel. And a lot of people are taking this like, yo, that's bad for the cup, for the games. Different people should be able to enjoy. But they like, let me get this TV. I'll watch it on this TV. I guess that's what they're trying to say. You can't go, but we're gonna give you a TV to watch it on.
When Noblex posted about this, and I found out I had a chance to win a TV.
And a Noblex.
And
it's still not worse than the TV I got in the kitchen, in the living room, because I got so many TVs, but I don't really care. I got a TV. You're not gonna believe the name of this one. The name of this TV is called Chang Chong. I am not playing. I'll go take y'all in there any minute. Don't think I'm playing. It is, matter of fact, where that TV at? Is it in here? I think it blew out already. That's why it blew out already. It was the name of Chang Chong. As a matter of fact, I don't even have it anymore. The one that was up here, that was the one that blew out that we started with. I took it out the living room.
But it had not been all for nothing. So here we are. I came very early at 6 in the morning. And here we are. We have the TV. So I'm thrilled.
They literally sent them to No Blacks. You see this? Oh my God. Oh man. Oh man. Nah, the TV is going. I told you guys that was the one that was going out with all of the crazy colors and stuff like that. And y'all was like kept on complaining. So I took that one and threw it in the garbage, and I took the other one off the other wall and brought that one in here. So now we're working with instead of a Chang Chong, we got a Samsung. Don't think you think I'm lying? Look it up. CHANG CHONG. That's the name of the TV. I'm telling you, that was the name of it. And he went, oh yeah, this is the TV Boogotti had before. Let's get on over here to see what's going on with Elon Musk as he talks about something that no man has ever done before. That's right, you guys. The first man to ever do it. Woo, man, make you just want to wish you had his email number or his phone number. Like, yo, Elon, man, I know I don't really know you like that, man, but I got this idea, right? I'm going to need 30 million. Could you hold me down? Because he is now the first trillionaire. That's right, you guys, the first trillionaire. Got so much money, he don't even know what to do with it. He can literally wipe it with the $100 bills at this point. That goes to show you how much money is worth at this point, huh? Now, due to the situation with SpaceX, he's now, he's the man. He's making a very emotional speech here. Let's go.
285. Okay. Musk is speaking right now. Have we got the sound? Listen in, please. Going public for it was the largest IPO that ever. And let me tell you, if people had told me this was going to happen, I was like, man, you must be smoking some really good crack. Because
Hunter Biden style. I can feel it. I got you on the ad libs.
I think this company's going to fail. I mean, I gave SpaceX less than a 10% chance of succeeding at all, to be clear. In fact, I told people this. I said, look, we're probably going to fail, but, we should give it a try, because if we don't, if there's not a new company that enters space, we will never be a truly spacefaring civilization. While the other aerospace companies, they build good rockets and everything, they were simply not pursuing the technology that's necessary to make life multiplanetary, to make Star Trek, to make the exciting science fiction futures that we've read about.
He's basically saying where no man has gone before, I want you to be able to go. We got people in the comments because that's the 5 right there. I can talk now. Someone says, warning, Angel, he is definitely an alien. He's an alien, all right. Do not buy this stock, says Smooth. He says it's a crash and grab. You guys, I got to explain something to you. It takes a few eggs to make a cake. Take a few eggs to make certain things. So you look at it like this: when you're making those eggs, you're still sacrificing a lot. You're sacrificing a human organ. I'm not a human organism, but you're actually sacrificing an organism to make something in order to put something together. Right? Takes a lot of sacrifice in order to make something real happen. So, but sometimes people sacrifice real sweat, blood, and tears, and sometimes people are really strategic at knowing what they have to do to get to the top, and they do all these different measures and means to get there. Sometimes they throw people under the bus to get there. That's why they say it's hard. It's hard to be at the top, and nobody really likes the people on the top as well, because what they do in order to get there. Case in point, why you guys have the comments that you have now, because you're thinking that, oh, it's only his benefit, this and that, certain things, which is rightly true. You got to look out for things like that. Exactly.
And that's what SpaceX is all about.
No matter what he's saying, he's still a businessman. He's out for benefit. You don't see him saying, with this $1 trillion, I'm going to use it to save people in Africa, to study, Ebola and stuff like that. You don't see him talking about breaking nobody off, nothing, do you?
It's to take the fiction out of science fiction. and create an exciting, inspiring future for everyone. We want to be able to take anyone who wants to go to the moon, anyone who wants to go to Mars, or anyone in the solar system, and maybe beyond the solar system at some point. We want to be able to take you there. Not just a few astronauts. I mean, you, literally you. If you're watching, whoever you are watching this, SpaceX wants to be able to take you to the moon, take you to Mars, and ultimately beyond.
How the hell are we gonna get to Mars if we can't even afford groceries?
And I'm confident at this point that with the incredible team that we have here at SpaceX, that we will do that for you.
So you get rid of the middle, bring the bottom all the way up, call the middle the bottom, and now you're just two classes now, just all working for the big boys now, huh? Just all working for the big boys. Let's keep on moving forward because you see who's behind me right now. We got Rhea up there. Yep, with $1 trillion. We're not playing no games over here on our bottom line. We do what we do. I still got to go stack the second chamber. So we're going to keep on moving forward. I love the way that you guys are staying on topic and on point. And guess what? I got a treat for you just in case you guys feeling antsy or you're feeling good about yourselves this Saturday morning, because I'm feeling good about you. I think you can actually do this. I think you can actually achieve it today, you guys. We can get those 400 likes up so you can get those 6 keychains and you'll be able to get 6-hour bottom line decals. What are we doing? We're going to tell you guys if you can get those likes up to 400. That's right. I know it's enough people. It's Saturday. I might be cheating myself. I should have said 5. You got enough people here. Even if there isn't, you can activate more people to get over here. Really? How do I do that? By hitting that like button, making sure that everybody does it. YouTube sends up a signal and many more people come over here. And when you do that, we're going to send out 6 keychains and 6-hour bottom line decals. To who? People that email me at bridgethisllc@gmail.com and tell me where to send it to. Let's keep on moving forward now because we got some more information over here coming in from Rhea. Well, I had the question earlier, is Bill Gates' legacy now tainted since his connections with Jeffrey Epstein? Let's get into it, you guys. Let's go.
Now, before you go, Microsoft co-founder Bill Gates has told a hearing that convicted pedophile Jeffrey Epstein used his affairs against him. These are the affairs that Bill Gates was having, and he used those affairs to keep the tech billionaire in his circle. He said Epstein had found out that he had been unfaithful in his marriage and sought to, quote, use information about my infidelities in addition to many lies that he laid on top to pressure me to re-engage with him. Gates also told the hearing that he never witnessed nor had he any indication that Epstein was engaged in ongoing criminal conduct. He said, I never went to his island, his ranch, or his Florida home. I have never victimized anyone. Oh, Army, what do you make of that testimony? Certainly,
Just when you tell part of the truth and you don't tell everything.
we listen to interviews his former wife has given, the relationship with Epstein.
There you go. Scooter says, we are the company we keep. There you go.
Yeah, well, he says I haven't victimized anybody. I think his wife might disagree with that, by the way. Yeah, of course Epstein used that against him. That's who Epstein was, right? Obviously. Like, I don't believe the allegations against Bill Gates because he was the richest person in the world at one person. That's a pretty good pickup line when you go to a bar to pick somebody up. So, yeah, I mean, he is not an attractive person, but billions and billions and billions of dollars can get you some action for sure. The whole thing is so sordid and just so more.
Yes, 55. He's claiming to be a victim. Yes.
You know that kind of money? Don't you have fixers who put the stuff and put it under the rug? I mean, isn't that $1 billion or for? The whole thing is just so embarrassing. God, it's horrible.
But he is doing that because he's coming out in plain sight right now, getting questioned by Congress, saying what he wants to say, not really being pressed about anything, and he's not getting in any trouble. So the same thing is happening. It doesn't matter when.
And I think Bill Gates' reputation, his legacy is going to be forever tainted, not just because of the connection with Epstein, but some of these activism that we have seen in recent years. And decade ago, no one really had those sorts of negative views about him. Avi Horowitz, it's been a pleasure.
Okay, you guys, what do you guys think about this Kennedy Center situation? I want to do a thumbs up and a thumbs down. What do you guys think about the Kennedy Center name coming down? They're talking about taking Trump's name coming down. They say they taking Trump's name down. That's right, ordered by a judge. And there's a countdown going right now. If you think that they did a good thing by ordering Trump's name off of the Kennedy Center, I would like to see a thumbs up. I just want to see how many people are in agreement with the judge and with the and with people, certain people. I want to know what you guys actually think about this situation. So some people say that they don't care. I got you, Brian. I totally understand. Whoever does care, let me know by thumbs up or thumbs down. Do you think that it's good that they're taking his name off? That's a thumbs up. If you have something to say as far as like no, and he earned his stripe there, and he should have something to do with it because of all of the help and things like that, and he was voted on, maybe thumbs down. Just let us know. Okay, we got Teddy Marcel that says thumbs down. We got Miss Keys, thumbs up. What do we got over here? Adam Trebet, thumbs up, thumbs up. Christian. Okay, we got Booth with a thumbs up. Scooter G, Kennedy Center is for Kennedy. There you go. Okay, Joe Fenwick, thumbs up says ad reigns all the way over. VG thumbs up. Take that name down. Okay, we got KB Garage Screen says thumbs down. That's right, you guys, says thumbs down. We got Jack up. We got Adam up. Miss Swanza thumbs up. I can't vote. Okay, Stripe, you can't vote. Now we got to watch out for Stripe. See what's going on with Stripe. What's going on? Thumbs up over here with Kev. Who's that? Kevlar with 2 A's. Okay, let's see what you guys what's going on here, because what's about to happen is 10, 9, and I'm not talking about the countdown to New Year's and old Lang's on you guys. I'm talking about the countdown to the name coming down, because Trump's name at the Kennedy Center, there's a crowd that chants for workers to take it down after the clock hits midnight. Now, ain't no way I'm gonna be out there. That's some true TDS going on out there. You mean to tell me y'all out here at midnight just because of the stroke of 12? You knew that they was gonna be out there doing that. Now, talk about dedication. You serious? 12 o'clock midnight out there waiting for them to pull these letters down? So yeah, the letters came down yesterday against Trump's wishes, as well as the Kennedy Center's wishes. And yeah, after 12 o'clock, they actually got them all down, I'm assuming. But they did say that there was a lot of pushback. So hey, we'll see. We'll see what's going to go on with this. I don't know. You guys, I'm glad that you had a chance to go ahead and put your votes in and let me know what you think. Boogotti, they're paid protesters. There we go, Teddy. Thank you for constantly reminding me of that and keeping that in my big dome, just so I can keep on pulling information for the paid protesters and keeping that in my mind realm. Thanks, bro. Appreciate the perfect hosting, co-hosting that you're doing. When did it become cool to worship a party? Oh, never did. I got to tell you that. And that's probably why we do it the way we do it over here. Why are some people were at the club and they were at the Kennedy Center? Right, exactly. While some people were at the club, they were at the Kennedy Center. Let's keep on going, you guys. Let's go. Because now we got these deadly storms that moved in throughout certain regions of Maryland yesterday. I don't know if you guys felt it where you were, but there was a lot of rain and a lot of different things going on where I was at. So let's see what's going on with these deadly storms where 2 people lost their lives and one man's car with all of his tools and equipment in it just set on fire, went up in a blaze. He doesn't even have the right insurance to pay for it.
Caesar, let's get right to our top story this hour. Picking up the pieces after that severe
storm system ripped through the region last night. That's right, those storms turning deadly in 2 counties with 2 women killed in separate incidents. Let's bring in Fox 5's Melanie. Live wires and stuff like that falling down, falling live wires. You guys, woo, we got to be careful out there. And trees came down. So if you're driving on the road, let me tell you something. If you know it's a storm coming and they're telling you it's possible trees coming down, and you at work and you work like third shift, y'all might want to wait and see what's going on like she is live before you get on the road. In Silver Spring with the latest this morning. Mel? Hey, good morning. Yeah, at the height of the storm, Montgomery County Fire and Rescue reporting it dozens of trees down, wires down, storm damage all across the area. We know it's about 8 p.m. when the sky started to darken and everything went crazy. Right here in Silver Spring, you can see they're continuing to try to fix some of the damage here. Repairs still underway after those wild winds, which led to this fire. Take a look at video here that we just got from a neighbor this morning. People telling me they watched in shock as a car burst into flames just after the storm rolled through. So power lines got pulled down and those wires, still live, got under a car and ignited. The man who owns the car told us he lost everything, including his work tools, and he doesn't have enough insurance to pay to replace the car. Damn. Neighbors say they're worried now about the other trees.
It was very frightening. I told my kids to stand back.
Look at Jonathan. See, Jonathan says, I got one down on my property. Jonathan, please be careful, bro. If you have not called the power company or the police, come on, man. Please. Because this is crazy right here. This is bananas. I don't want nothing like this to happen to anybody we know. Stay away from that area, too. Might be a pool, a puddle, or something over there.
From the window, but they were the ones that were getting the footage of the car. And it was scary because I didn't know if any other trees were going to fall at that point.
Now in Aspen Hill, the storm turned deadly. Rescuers were called near Hewitt Avenue to help search for a woman who was trapped under a fallen tree on the Matthew Henson Trail. Neighbors say they heard a loud crash. Fox 5 out there on the scene last night talked to family. I thought you said power line. You said a tree, so that's cool. All right. Members who we found walking the path. Understandably, they did not want to say much, except that they were able to track their mother's location on the trail from her phone. And again, unfortunately, she was deceased on scene. And Prince George's County Police also reporting a woman killed by a tree that fell in the Marlton area. Neither of those victims has been publicly identified. And we're looking for more severe weather perhaps later today. So very important to stay weather aware, stay tuned to Fox 5 and on your Fox 5 mobile app to pay attention to the storm alerts. Yeah, great reminder, and thanks for the update. Yeah, you guys. So the sad thing is, and I'm sure those mothers was doing the same thing, coming home from work, and look what happened to them. Craziness right there, you guys. Now we got to get on over to Winstead. And I'm sorry, I don't, where's Winstead? In Winstead, Winchester? Yeah, we got this company, a restaurant that's called Moores, Moores. This woman is a pillar of the community. She does things for people that only real beautiful and good people would do. And the sad part about it again, it's always the good people that we lose, you guys. Always the good people. We're definitely going to do a prayer for the 2 mothers, the 2 people that lost their lives just now, that we just reported in these 2 accidents. We cannot forget about that. Definitely not going to do that. But I definitely want to come back and remember that we're going to do a prayer for this one as well. So I want to pray for the 2 people that lost their lives in this tragedy. I want to ask for the person that lost their car and their vehicle in this tragedy to understand that I'm glad that you weren't in that vehicle. Yes, it's a very bad thing that happened, and I'm sure that you're going to have to get your tools back. But look at the other people and what they lost as well. Also, Lord, let's try to find a blessing in some sort of way to help this person out as well, if it's a hardworking person, because it's only with only liability, you actually have no coverage. So we're going to please pray for a miracle in that situation as well. Amen. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. And this situation here is sad because she owns Moores. And every time they went to her for a donation, baseball team, something like that, she was always involved in the community. So this domestic situation is really bad. And it's really scary. I really don't understand it because they're saying that she lost her life to a domestic situation, but her husband also was in critical condition too. I don't understand this. Winstead and Winchester are mourning tonight after the loss of Carrie Stetson. She died tragically in her home on Monday. And she owned a popular restaurant in town and was really known by so many there. Your reporter Owen Kingsley is in Winstead with more on the community loss. A lot of tear-filled trips to the Railway Cafe Wednesday here on Main Street. Carrie Stetson was the owner. Virtually everyone knew her.
I'm sorry, Railway Cafe.
Hours now line the outside and inside of a restaurant. I cried for a whole day, to be honest. I haven't cried like that in a long time. David Castillo was a friend of Carrie Stetson's. He says she was just an incredibly kind soul, a constant volunteer for anything that needed it, or a person to talk to for anyone who needed it. She was found dead Monday evening in her home after a domestic violence incident. Her husband, Leon Stetson, is in critical condition. She made an impact on a lot of people's lives, and obviously, this happening is the most tragic thing I've seen in Winston ever. Her cafe was the spot for breakfast in town. Businesses all over downtown Winston have been posting pictures online with her while she was visiting or making friends with anyone. Utter shock. I think this has just shaken up our whole community. She was a beloved member of our community. Her Railway Cafe wasn't just a business to people in this town. Fred Richards owns the jewelry store next door and owns the Railway Cafe building. He rented it out to Carrie, who at one point paid more than her rent to help him out. I had to do some work, put a air exchanger in there. She says, how much is that going to cost you? I said, well, it's about $7,000. She started paying me $200 more a month than what I was asking for because she felt bad that the air exchanger was so expensive. A few other comments I heard today about Carrie. She was like everyone's mom. She was an ambassador for downtown Winsted, and I wish there were 1,000 Carrie Stetsons. The reporter in Winsted, I'm Owen Kingsley, Channel 3, Eyewitness News. Communities of Winsted and
Okay, you guys, I hear what you're saying, and I got you, but I can't do anything while we're in motion right now. I got you, and I apologize that that happened. I don't know what they're doing. Liberty, you're telling them that two people. I thought you said Liberty just got blocked. I don't understand what's going on with that. Let's see if we can get these people out of block. And let's see what's going on with whatever's being said. Let's see what's going on with that. Somebody will figure it out. Also, we got some people that's like sneaking around and playing around fake bots in here. Let's get rid of everybody who's fake botting because we don't want to have any sort of weeds inside of the garden. Anybody who's truly here to really show love and respect, we're going to ask you guys to do that. But I'm telling you right now, you've already brought out Lion-O. I can bring back anybody. So Faye, anybody who's been lost, I promise I'll bring you back. All you got to do is email me or get in contact with Liberty on Discord. You've already contacted some people. I do have the power. Actually, Liberty has the power as well to bring you guys back in some instances as well, because she is the #1 mod here. So don't worry about that. If you guys lost your account, if you guys have been knocked out, I will bring you back. Be careful with certain words that you're saying because now they acting up. It ain't your boy. We working over here. Oh, Liberty kicked out, YouTube kicked out Liberty and Faye Discord. In Discord? That's a different platform. I gotta keep going. Explain it to me so I know what's going on, and I do apologize. That's probably as much as I can do on that right now. I can get you back, but I gotta keep on working because we gotta work with the other people that are here. And Liberty, you're still here, right? Let me know if you're still here and everything is going on with you. I can't read the Discord messages right now. I apologize. We got to get on over to Atlanta / Gwinnett County because we got a man who followed a woman into a restroom, appeared over the stall. So now he followed this girl into a restroom. I don't understand how she didn't know, because the proximity in which he was following her was almost like a step or two, something crazy. That's probably what it is, but don't worry about it because we only got a couple more weeks anyway, and we sent out the letter yesterday too. So don't worry about it. We're going to do what we got to do. Just be careful. And it's not just us. Trust me, it's other people as well. They're cracking down on everybody, and I don't own this. See what they did to me. See what they did to me. Let's keep on going, you guys. I got to let you guys see what's going on in Atlanta with this.
New at 5. Take a look at this video. It shows the moment a registered sex offender followed a woman right there, right into a gas station bathroom before police say he spied on her. It happened at the Quick Trip on Buford Drive in Gwinnett County, and that's where Channel 2 Gwinnett County Bureau Chief Matt Johnson joins us live. Crazy. He told police it was all a misunderstanding. An officer saying that suspect actually ran away from the QT here before they could talk to him in person. But the reason that he told police he followed the woman was an excuse that they didn't believe. And video shows just how close he got to that woman without her even realizing it. Pay attention to your surroundings. If somebody going in the bathroom with you, don't just assume that's another customer or another female. Turn around and look and pay attention. Tell this to your daughters and your children too, please. This surveillance video shows a man walk into a women's restroom at a gas station, inches behind a woman headed the same way. Investigators say he trailed her inside and peered over her stall while she changed clothes. I do check my surroundings a lot because there do be a lot going on with men these days and just weird people in general. Investigators say he followed the woman into the restroom at the QT on Buford Drive near Buford on May 25th. He was gone when officers arrived, so police say they reached him by phone, and he told them he was looking for his girlfriend. But investigators say the woman he followed into that stall was a stranger, and he peered over her door instead of just calling out. At that point, she confronted the male. The male scurried out of the bathroom, and at that point, she was able to come out and make contact with an officer to inform him of the incident. 43-year-old Eugene Poldo was booked into the Gwinnett County Jail on Tuesday, a man already on Georgia's sex offender registry. Along with the felony peeping Tom charge, he's now facing a probation violation and drug charges. We have a great county, but we also want women to feel safe, right? So the biggest portion of this is always being vigilant. Meanwhile, shoppers we spoke to say this is the kind of thing. Look how close that is, you guys. How many of you ain't showered in the last 2 days? You know what community I'm calling on. I don't think they get down like that, Thomas Gregg. I appreciate the $10 super chat though, but I don't think that this over here. He would have been seeing my pew pew. Teddy and Lisa, thank you. What else? You got Big Dogs, Thomas, thank you. Ladies, please take safety serious. People will target you. They will. Thank you, Scooter, for saying that, and thank you for the $2 super chat. Let's keep on going. Casey, go ahead and cut the grass, bro. Do what you got to do, dog. Take the sword out. Leave their heads on the floor. Get them out of here, dog. I don't care who they is. Get them gone. They now brace for when they're in public. Well, it's not surprising, actually. It's not. The world has really changed a lot. And then they want to make it so you can actually go in the bathroom with men or women or whatever like that, and you can't even say nothing about it. He could have said, "Well, I'm a woman." He could have did just like this. I'm a woman, and what's she gonna do about it? Think about that. Let's go. And because of the suspect's criminal history, he will remain in the Gwinnett County Jail without bond until he sees a judge at his next court date. In Gwinnett County, Matt Johnson, Channel 2 Action News. New at 5. Take a look at this video. It shows the moment a registered. Let's keep on moving forward and double tap that screen and get those likes up. Get those likes up. Get more people over here. Let's stir them up even more. It's our fault that we're the #1 show on YouTube. People don't mess around with people that ain't doing nothing. People don't get involved or care about what's going on if you ain't jumping, if your channel ain't just dum. Just so you guys know, there's a lot of nervous people that's moving around and saying things about certain things like Adobizan and stuff like that. I don't say those kind of words. Don't even put that in the comments because you don't even want them to pick up on that. Also, just so you guys know, July the 10th, it's over. We done did the big number. We done did more than 60 on the back. This is when they wind down. Let me explain something to you. I've been doing my research. When you do get that, they hit you hard during the beginning, and then during the end, they mess with you a little bit. And then once you get out of YT prison, you be doing good. So they might mess around a little bit more, but that's basically gonna be it. But also, there's new rules and new laws between this 60 days that came out. Things that we need to know about, how you can't comment, you can't say certain things. You got to be careful because they do get at you. Certain words are triggers now. You guys might want to start watching your own independent videos to do the matter of fact,
I'm gonna put that in the video. I'm gonna make that one of our videos. I gotta show you guys what they're doing now, right here, so that we can prevent these things from happening. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna practice what I preach. Let's get on over to New York, and if I can make it there, I'll make it. Bum bum. Anywhere, it's up to you. New York, New York. But not if you're getting punched in the face by the police when they're telling you to get out your car. A lot of people are going to say, let us see what happened before this. All I can see is first the man was doing like this, then they were trying to put handcuffs on him, and then all of a sudden I sort of boop, 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 boop to the top of the head. First he had a regular head, and then when he got in this picture in the precinct, he looked like Rudolph. But only thing is his forehead was shining instead of his nose shining bright. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. This is like kind of a, I'm not even gonna say kind of bad, because I would have liked to know what led up to this. I have not seen what led up to it. But in Long Island, we got this person that says he says that the police beat him up after a traffic stop, and the assault is caught on his dash cam. Let's see what's going on here. You guys see that dash cam right there, where he getting the 2-piece in the biscuit? So she's trying to get his hands on the left. He's trying to get his hands on the right. He starts to give him the 2-piece in the biscuit. Let's keep going.
I'm doing it. You're watching dashcam video from Craig Manning's car. The Suffolk County man says he was beaten by 5 Suffolk police officers following a traffic stop. Manning is now suing Suffolk Police in Suffolk County, claiming police misconduct, unreasonable and unnecessary use of force. Now, before the video, we didn't see that. You know what I'm saying? We did watch where he was just with glasses on or whatever. And now he got this big old, look like a Halloween makeup on, but it's real. And a violation of his constitutional rights.
I fear for my life and never once attempted to harm an officer.
It happened on Horse Block Road in Farmingdale on April 2nd. Manning says he was pulled over by 2 officers for allegedly making an illegal left turn. So my question is this. You guys are right. He should have complied. He should have listened. But should he get cracked in the head until he busted to the white meat where was Blizzard coming out? Manning says he asked to speak to a supervisor and refused to give the officers his driver's license and registration.
I will never forget the look on the officer's face, full of disgust. I was immediately fearful. As a black man, I have seen and experienced that look before.
In the video, Officer Robert Refrano and Officer Samantha Skipon repeatedly yelled, "Stop resisting" at men. But you know what I do notice? He punched him, right? And the black man is saying, punch me again, punch me again, punch me again. That doesn't mean to punch him again, but don't keep on saying punch me again. If you guys pay attention to the lips and what's going on, listen to this.
Experienced that look before.
In the video, Officer Robert Refrano and Officer Samantha Skipon repeatedly yelled, "Stop resisting" at Manning. Both officers tried to pull Manning out of the car, while Refrano punched him in the face several times. 3 other cops who arrived at the scene later also allegedly punched Manning.
I thought the abuse wouldn't stop.
In the police report, Refrano said he, quote, struck the subject in the head with a closed fist in order to handcuff Manning. The report doesn't say anything about the several punches he landed on Manning's head and face, as shown in the video. Manning was charged with resisting arrest and traffic violations after the alleged assault. The charges were later dismissed.
This whole ordeal has been a horror show for my family and I. I am haunted by the rage and intent to harm me.
Spokesperson for Suffolk Police.
They showed you what happened before. He was driving in a car and they pulled him over. He was driving right here. Look, he's driving.
Manning says he was pulled over by 2 officers for allegedly making an illegal left turn. Manning says he asked to speak to a supervisor and refused to give the officers his driver's license and registration.
I will never forget the look.
Pulled out his phone and started recording them, and he wanted wanted a sergeant to come. That's what happened. Let's keep on moving forward and double tap that screen and get those lights up. Woo! 2-piece and the biscuit. He was like this. I'll tumble for you. I'll tumble for you. I'll tumble for you. I'll tumble for you. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Liberty and Justice says we watch all news. That's right. Let's keep on going. I'm sorry I couldn't read that, but he caught that 2-piece and the biscuit. The biscuit was without a little bit of gravy too. You gotta sop it up. I'm dead wrong for that. He gonna get him some money. He gonna get paid for that, you guys. Let's keep on going. We got a situation over here in Washington where we got a wild carjacking and a powering spree suspect. His name is Larry James Simpson. My mother always said to me, and if anybody you know they got two first names, be careful. We're gonna do this Twilight Zone style. Larry James Simpson. Enter Twilight Zone. This situation here is pretty crazy. Wild carjacking and powering spree suspect. This fool is 63 years old. He got 17 attempted murder charges all in one night. One night. He pulled up like, one more night. I'm gonna do it all in one night. He did it all in one night, y'all.
Spree and carjacking rampage that played out in Prince George's County last month. Well, today, the suspect in that case, Larry James Simpson, was indicted for dozens of crimes connected to that violent afternoon. In all, there are 71 counts, including 17 counts of attempted murder and 3 counts of carjacking. But it is actually a previous criminal conviction that is getting a lot of attention now. News Corp's Paul Wagner was on the scene last month when all of that unfolded. Today, he joins us from outside court to walk us.
It's like somebody let him watch Grand Theft Auto for the first time, and it just entered his soul and just took over him. He's like, this just did exactly what happens on the game. I'm telling you, watch.
Through these new details. Paul?
He can't believe it. Look.
Well, Eric, anyone who was in Riverdale that day won't soon forget what happened over there. And we learned today from the state's attorney that investigators have been looking into this for a couple of weeks now. They still don't have a motive. They don't know why. Allegedly, Mr. Simpson, who is 68 years old, went on this wild carjacking and shooting spree that left one man critically injured. I was on the scene in Riverdale where police say Simpson came driving at a high rate of speed up Patterson Street, hit a car, flipped that car, and then came out and began firing wildly. State's Attorney Tara Jackson says Simpson terrified 17 victims in Greenbelt, College Park, and Riverdale. The 68-year-old was stopped as he attempted to carjack his third victim, and police say his rifle had run out of ammunition.
You see, now tell me that you don't do that on Grand Theft. You just keep on running up on people and you jump in their car and you snatch them out, punch them or something like that, and you take their car, and then you got the weapon, and then you get inside the car, and then you can put the cheats on and get some more ammo and stuff like that, as long as you're moving, right? This fool was able to get away with more than 3 cars.
Police say during the rampage, an off-duty officer who was unarmed got word of what was happening, spotted Simpson, and despite being without a weapon, followed him until other officers could arrive. Police say Simpson's rifle was out of ammunition. Larry Simpson was convicted of first-degree felony murder in 1987 and spent more than 3 decades in prison before he was released into a special drug and alcohol program in 2022. In 1987, Simpson was sentenced to life plus 40 years, but with the break he got from the court, he got out after serving just 35 years.
You see?
Today, State's Attorney Tara Jackson criticized the probation he was given, which was just 1 year of unsupervised probation.
I can't tell from the record that the state objected to the transfer of Mr. Simpson to the Department of Health, but it does seem like the state at that time agreed that.
Man, whatever they did it wrong. I told these people I got a lot more to report, and I wasn't playing because every single one of these reports is serious. We got to get on over to Philadelphia where they found a baby unalived in the backseat of a car in the Northampton County. I'm thinking that this fool, her father, literally went inside of work and left her inside of that car because he probably ain't had no babysitter. Any I don't know what the excuse is, but she's not alive anymore. Let's get on over to Northampton. This is crazy. Don't even know. I didn't even believe that I'd be reporting this.
That terrible discovery happened right here in this industrial parking lot right behind me. That is where that SUV was parked. Officials don't know exactly for how long the baby was inside of the vehicle, but they do believe that she was there for hours.
Unfortunately, this kind of incident happens throughout the country every year.
A heartbreaking discovery in Northampton County Thursday afternoon. Officials confirmed a baby was found dead in her father's car. First responders rushed to an industrial parking lot on Hanoverville Road just before 4 in the afternoon after a frantic call about a baby trapped inside a vehicle. When they arrived, they found a 15-month-old girl dead in the backseat of her father's SUV. It was dangerously hot, with a heat advisory in effect across the county.
I don't believe that um, uh, the father was an employee of this business. I don't believe that. But I don't have any confirming information as to where he worked.
NBC 10 cameras were among the first on scene, capturing heavy police activity around the blue SUV, which was later towed away. Prosecutors say it's still unclear how long the child was inside.
Meanwhile, they outside of the car, and you can see the police officer wiping his forehead.
But they had reasons to believe it may have been most, if not all, of the day. How this happened and who left the child inside remains under investigation.
We'll hear from the coroner at some point as to the time of death and really the mechanism of death. But at this point in time, I couldn't tell you.
You guys hold me to that. You know I'm going to follow up on this story because you didn't get it anywhere else but here on Our Bottom Line, where we do this every single day, trending topics, current events, and much, much more. Told you I had to keep on moving because you see how every story keep on being more important. I'm like, I can't show them all this. It's going to be too much. But then I said, I'm just going to try to run through it and do the 5 for 5, like I've been saying, and which is why I keep on asking you guys to stay on point and stay on topic. So this way you won't miss the dialogue and having content going on and a good dialogue happening while I'm doing my job. Let's get on over to another situation we got over here. Okay, we got 7 people pow as the police are hunting multiple unmen without the G in the front in New Jersey. Come on, y'all. Let's keep on moving forward now. Let's go. Let's double tap that screen and see what's going on with this.
Of this shooting is still visible.
Trenton.
Fire blew out car windows. Bullet holes can be seen in doors and windows of cars parked on the street. And there are numerous chalk outlines from where evidence was collected by police. In all, police say 50 shots were fired at 11 on Tuesday night. The motive is unclear at this time, and the investigation is still in its infancy. It hasn't been determined yet whether this was a shootout or just a...
Yes, let's double tap that screen and get those likes up, you guys, because if you're successful at getting 400 of those likes up, I will be successful at sending you guys out some merch in the form of the Our Bottom Line keychain. That's right, you guys, die cut, #1 real good material right there. Also, you guys will be getting a die cut Our Bottom Line die cut right there. Put that on your mug, put it on the refrigerator, on your laptop, whatever. That's right, you guys, 6 pieces and 6 pieces. That equals 12. All you got to do is hit that like button. If we get more than 400 or 400, I'm going to be mailing these out. All you got to do is email me at bridgethisllc@gmail.com. That's bridgethisllc@gmail.com. Make sure we get over 400 because I'll be sending these guys out. Any address you want them sent to, I'll do that. Sometimes not enough people send their addresses. I wind up doing this. That's right, you guys. You wind up getting a keychain and a decal because I'm a man of my word. So let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's go.
The shooting. All of those hit by gunfire survived. 6 are hospitalized in stable condition, 1 critical. The gun violence sparks at a time when the mayor says Trenton homicides are down 57% over last year.
Violent crime.
What's up, Joe?
Overall crime is down over 20%.
Among the injured, 2 17-year-olds, 1 male, 1 female.
For that reason, the mayor of Trenton, Reed Gassiora, says he's considering moving the summer curfew, which starting July 1st is midnight. It's possible it could be moved back to 10 p.m.
Okay, sweet RV.
Summer hour has been extended up to midnight. I think that we have to revisit that.
This area of the South Ward already sees extra police patrols and intervention from community street teams, which try to prevent this type of violence. Police Director Steve Wilson would not say this neighborhood has an issue with gangs. Rather, quality of life offenses in this issue are high, and that may include gambling, street gaming, and drug activity.
So how about some more patrol in that neighborhood since you know what's going on over there? Because all the people are going to do is keep on doing what they want to do because they see lack of coverage and lack of patrol. Same thing that's going to happen in any neighborhood. They test you, especially when they're ignorant. They test it. Oh, nobody's coming. Let's do what we want to do. And if nobody's on top of it, they're going to keep on doing things like that. Case in point, I'm not going to call about this noise complaint. I'm not going to call about this noise complaint. They're not going to do nothing. Yeah, they're not going to do nothing if one person call. But if Anna call, if Joey call, if Lucas call, and if Juan calls from 4 different addresses, you get where I'm going with this? Now you know what I'm talking about. Hey, sometimes you gotta fight fire with fire. You hear anything on my street? Exactly. You got to use your noggin. Let's keep on moving forward and double tap that screen. These are not poor righteous teachers. You guys remember that, right? Rock this funky joint. Time to get. I'm not talking about the poor righteous teachers. I'm talking about poor teachers when I bring this one in. This is a situation right here that we all need to be aware of, because I think that teachers should only have one job. What you mean, Bugatti? A lot of people out there got more than one job. Certain people only need one job so that they can be the best at what they can be, so that they can train better in that category, so that they can have more time to create lesson plans, so that they can, you guys get where I'm going with this? Real talk. It's so sad when we have teachers that have to have 2 or 3 jobs. What is she doing to herself in the daytime? She's spreading herself thin, he or she. We're talking about the good teachers here. We're talking about kindergarten, any grade, as long as they're good teachers. I don't think that it's good to overexert a teacher or a nurse or doctor, because they need to be good at what they do. Firemen also, police officer as well. But that's just the way I think. Maybe I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Maybe I'm wrong. And I also think teachers should make, let me see, Bugatti, let's be real about this. Teachers should be able to make at least about $90,000 a year. Yep, teachers. If people in Congress and our administrators and people like that can make $100 and something thousand a year, I think public school teachers should make $90,000 a year, especially living in New York. Let's keep on moving forward, because now we got these poor teachers out here that have to turn into side hustles to pay their bills and to pay their jobs. There's one that's like, Jesus, I'm just gonna keep on hustling. How you got 2 jobs plus you work at the like as a waitress at night too? That means you're working too hard. I think teachers need to make a whole lot more money. Let's keep on moving forward, double tapping that screen, you guys.
More now on the economy and a troubling trend. Over a third of U.S. workers now hold multiple jobs just to keep going, according to a recent survey by ZipRecruiter. Tonight, our Meg Oliver shows us how many school teachers are working side hustles as we continue our series, Affordability in America.
On the ground was a little bag of gold. From the time she was a child.
Okay, Joe BX, you got it. My brother, let's get serious. People should be able to earn enough not to struggle week to week, not just teachers, all of us. I got you. I got you. Okay, I feel you. And I'm glad you said it, because now maybe more other people agree with you and we can get on that topic, because you're not wrong.
Christine Regal knew she wanted to be a teacher. I just love working with kids. I love the kids. I mean, I've been teaching for 26 years and I still remain in contact with a lot. But that devotion to her craft in Plainfield, New Jersey requires quite a few side hustles to pay the bills. Well, here I do breakfast duty and lunch duty. I tutor after school, and then I work at Cheesecake Factory. 1 in 5 K through 12 teachers report struggling financially, with 71% of U.S. public school teachers working at least one additional job. Where are you getting hit at the heart?
Look at this. That's crazy right there. I got to say it. Chris Sharp, I don't know many EMTs, paramedics, or firemen that don't have to work a full-time and then a part-time job. Those are not the right people. Butthead Township supervisors, 850 people in my town, make $76,000. Brad, they make too much. Yeah, and you guys are right. I saw what somebody said. She wasn't talking about the administrators because they make too much. We're talking about the teachers and the people that actually do the work. Firemen as well.
Gosh, I'm getting hit everywhere. Like just this past weekend, it cost me $70 to put gas in my car. 70. Last night I went grocery shopping. 2 bags of groceries, $160. That's where I'm getting hit. Repeat after me. Swipe. When school lets out for the summer, Rico will continue waitressing for extra cash. She also has to budget for school supplies.
She works at the Cheesecake Factory.
She usually spends up to $1,500 of her own money to supplement her classroom. Are you budgeting differently so you're able to afford that next year? Luckily, I have a co-teacher where we split everything, but I know she's feeling a hit herself, and we've already had conversations like we're going to have to probably take it easy, especially with her because she just has a new baby.
So now what does your retirement look like? I'm gonna just keep hustling and just keep putting money away, and then if
You know, teachers, the Casey, if she's the type of teacher that she sounds like she is, she's probably buying things that the school is not buying and providing for the kids. Those teachers spend their own money when they like really care about their kids. They make like lesson plans and stuff like that. I don't know who's buying like their, like, let's say, big notebooks and stuff like that. I don't know if the school is providing a lot of that stuff and certain things that they need, pads and pens and all of that. I don't know if the school is providing that, which is crazy. Think about that, because the same way the kids got to use pens and pads sometimes, they have to too. All sorts of other school supplies, iPads and all of that stuff. I think they need better write-offs too. Yeah, I think so.
pray that when I hit 60 that things will
Yeah, bro.
For now, the single 54-year-old will have to keep hustling for at least 6 more years.
She is 54. She working 2 jobs. And you know, once the summertime come in, they're not working full time or getting and not working at all. That's when she go do the side hustle with Cheesecake Factory. She's working too hard.
Meg Oliver, CBS News, Plainfield, New Jersey.
And after work, she over there. Somebody says shout out to the people in Jersey. They're gonna be out there this week. Shout out to Jersey. We got some fam gonna be stopping through to see you guys. Want to give a big shout out to every single teacher that helped me through, from the first to the second to the third grade, to my math teachers, to every single one of them that really helped out. I guarantee you guys, there's a teacher that you do not forget, and there's a couple of them that help you get through. Those are the ones I'm talking about. When I see people like that and I know that they're struggling, it's crazy. Like when Miss Keller saw that I couldn't see that well, she took me to her optometrist and got me glasses, sat me in the front of the class and helped me out a lot for my the whole time I was in that school. Even when I graduated, you know, I went back and looked up to her. So I want to say a good prayer for all of our teachers, all of our people that are out there really taking care of our children, even when our EMT workers, our police officers, our firemen, all of our people that come out through the times when we really need them. Shout out to you guys, and I know that you guys are not getting paid much, but those are the people that really need to be getting paid most. Amen. You see those firemen the other day that we showed you that were on the top of the ladder with the hose, and water was just, and it was just like big clouds of smoke coming into their face? They'd lose their life and stuff like that. Crazy. It's crazy, man. You guys really take care of those these first responders. They really look out for us. Let's get on over to Cuba. You know we got love for Cuba. We got the Cuban sandwiches, got the Cuban coffee, the espresso shots. Y'all know how they get down. Got the good beans, Juan Valdez. Let's get on over there and see what's going on. Because we got a situation that rocked Cuba. There was an earthquake, and it hit them pretty hard. And it actually happened while they were at sea, to the point where they had to bring the ship back in order to, like, at sea, it's much different. Let's let them explain what they went through.
Many of you were rattled by an earthquake on Monday. You felt it, but it happened off the coast of Cuba. Well, now imagine being on a cruise ship right near the epicenter. Fox 13's Danielle Zulkowski spoke with a Margaritaville Islander passenger who shared what it was like feeling an earthquake with no earth in sight.
It was the strangest feeling.
Well, we felt Monday's earthquake on land. It was even stronger for people at sea.
Honestly, felt like the ship had run aground, like we were dragging across the ground because it was just shaking so hard. The entire ship, and it's huge. So it was kind of scary.
Mary Jo White was on the Margaritaville at Sea Islander cruise when it happened. Her ship was near the epicenter.
So I saw the barback's look in his eye, and I knew he had no idea what was happening. But he was a young kid.
She says it definitely was a first.
I said to my friend, I've never been in an earthquake before, but that's what I would imagine it would feel like.
She says her husband felt it in their room and noticed their stuff shaking across the table.
On a ship.
My friend and I were up on the 10th deck at the Land Shark Bar, which is about midship.
And they were on the 10th deck.
Just sitting at the bar having a drink, and all of a sudden the ship just started shaking.
Well,
they thought it was Titanic, you guys. They thought they hit an iceberg, probably.
She says it was hard to understand what was happening since she was on a ship.
Very weird being on the water. And, the first thing we thought about was tsunami, but we looked it up, and then they said no, no fear of that, so we felt a little better.
She says the captain and crew did a good job reminding them that they were safe.
The crew and the captain.
Scooter said, bro, nowadays you would have found me at the bar toasting to the apocalypse. Nowadays, why would you need school, right? That's crazy.
Just they came on very quickly and said, yes, it was an earthquake. You know, everything is fine with the ship. You know, we're good.
Making this trip one to remember.
The captain was like, I want you to rock the boat, rock the boat, rock the boat. Work the middle, now change positions. Let's go, y'all. Let's go. Let's keep on moving forward and good looking for the alley-oop. I appreciate that. That was a good one. Boom! You see, I sent that down like Jordan. Let's get on over to Melbourne. Oh, you thought I wasn't going to make sure that we got some information and some stuff going from over those other flags, right? Nope, you're wrong. Let's get on over to Melbourne, and I'm really angry about this. When it comes down to porch pirates, this is worse than somebody stealing an 85-inch TV. This is worse than someone stealing an 85-inch television from your porch. And everything I showed you guys, I told you, is very important information, a lot of trending topics this morning, which is why I had to run through it this way. And I'm hoping and I'm loving the fact that you guys are staying on point. And if you are, maybe you'll get up to 400 likes. Go ahead and get those 6 keychains and those 6 decals. I can't even turn around and do it because I got to show you guys this situation right here where police are hunting for 2 thieves who stole specially prepared meals designed to keep a disabled child alive. That is what you're looking at on that screen right there. That is a disabled child right there. That's the food, the special food that she eats to keep her alive. And these are the piece of crap porch pirates that couldn't even really do nothing with the food once they got the boxes open, that probably threw her food away. I hope that they were able to do something and get them and get her food that she needed.
2 callous thieves who stole boxes of specially formulated food essential to keep a severely disabled girl alive. CCTV footage captured 2 women swooping on a Tarnage home minutes after the delivery from the Royal Children's Hospital. The girl's worried mother and father are tonight pleading for the life-sustaining products to be returned.
Damn shame.
These kinds of criminals are known as porch pirates. But this is no loot.
Didn't even know what they were stealing. Didn't care.
It's the liquid gold that keeps this severely disabled girl alive. My daughter never harmed a fly. She doesn't even know how to explain and say how she feels. Jana has an ultra-rare mitochondrial condition called Lee's disease. She's unable to walk, communicate, eat and drink. She's also blind and has hearing problems. So many issues that can't be fixed or treated. The disease claimed the life of her older brother when he was just 3. She's beaten the odds to see her 12th birthday. Her parents credit the tailored liquid nutrition she receives from the Royal Children's Hospital.
Like you can't call or go to Coles and buy it from the shelf. Like they take time to prepare it and send it.
Even with subsidies, this shipment cost $1,600. It was taken in 16 seconds. How could you take something like this from a child that can't have anything else but this? Yasmin was home when the delivery came at 4:37 p.m. She was tending to Jana when the Blue Holden cruise with stolen plates did a U-turn, parked, and the women dashed up the driveway at 4:55. They took more than half of the supply, but thankfully left 2 boxes behind. What would have happened if she stayed without food for that one night? Police have confirmed the theft is under investigation, issuing a request to anyone who recognises the women or the Blue Honda cruise to contact Crime Stoppers. The family says the thieves probably didn't know what they were taking. They just hoped Jana's life-sustaining parcels weren't thrown in the bin. No child with a disability should go through this. Abby Dinham, 10 News.
See why I told you guys I had to run through these videos this morning, because every single one of them just seemed like, that's why I don't know what happened yesterday. Just kept finding them, finding them, finding them. Let's double tap that screen to get those likes up. I really want these stories to get out today, especially because of the topics and the things that are going on. So all I'm going to say to you guys is you pick up the phone if you have not already. If you have not already, I understand I say it a lot. And all you got to do is double tap that screen. It gets those likes up. It gets those likes up. They doing it ish to me too, girl. Okay. Was that yeah, let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's go. I saw your message just now, Liberty. Let's go. What we got over here? Fire that ignited next to a roller coaster. Yep, we got a situation over at Magic Mountain at Six Flags. Whole palm tree right next to another roller coaster that actually has flamethrowers on it. Let's get into it, you guys. Let's see what's going on in Magic Mountain, and they're gonna do an investigation into this.
Now to this developing news tonight, fire igniting right next to a roller coaster at Six Flags Magic Mountain today. This roller coaster actually has flamethrowers on it.
Made me think like maybe some of the gas got on the leaves, or like what do you mean? I don't get this.
Mike Rogers, you've been doing some investigating tonight on what caused the fire.
Yeah, so this is a fire at the X2, right off the X2 roller coaster. That's at Six Flags Magic Mountain. Now, I want to assure you that we went back, we looked at where the video was shot, we looked at where the flames are thrown from the roller coaster. They don't appear to be in the same place. And tonight, the LA County Fire Department says the cause is under investigation. But
Somebody said, look, Boogotti, that roller coaster is exactly 4 minutes from my house. You see what I'm talking about? While we do current events and stuff, something like right next to your neighborhood. And again, thank you so much for having common sense when it comes down to Brian King Falcone. I'm glad you put it in caps. I got you. Look like somebody started it, don't it?
I want to show you the video here because there was some pretty tall flames there right next to one of the loops on the roller coaster. Now, the roller coaster obviously put out of service just for a little bit while they put the fire out.
And it's too damn hot outside for this, right?
County Fire tells me in total it was about 1 acre. But the problem is it gets into these palm trees, and we know those palm trees really shoot up really quickly and send a bunch of embers everywhere. So the fire department came out. They even brought their hand crews from one of the camp crews came out and kind of cut away some of the brush. It's typical in a brush fire like this. The good news, though, is the fire department was able to get it under control, in about 25, maybe a half an hour, 25 minutes, maybe a half an hour. So it's all put out there. You see the brush rigs coming up, or the hand crews there. So the park remained open.
What about the tree? That's what we care about. We natural people over here. We like animals and things like trees and stuff. I hate to see stuff like that.
Impact operations too much. Maybe that roller coaster out of commission, like I mentioned, for a little while as they got the fire under control, the cause under investigation. I asked Six Flags as well as the fire department to see if they had any idea what may have started it. And so far, nobody knows. But we don't think it was the flamethrowers.
Okay, good investigation.
I don't think it was either, but some idiot walking by that probably did something stupid that he wasn't supposed to, probably mad at Disney, mad at a situation or something like that. You know how people are. Let's keep on going, you guys. Let's go ahead and double tap that screen and get those likes up. Let's keep on moving. And you know what we're going to do? We're going to pray and thank God. Why are we doing that, Boogotti? We ain't got to pray nothing happen. Exactly, because we pray over here when nothing happens and people don't get hurt, as well as when things happen as well. We got to pray every single day to make sure that he knows that we appreciate what we get. Every single day that we able to wake up, because problems come after the wake up. Keep telling you guys that. Be happy that you woke up and now deal with the problem. Amen. Because sometimes you don't wake up, you can't even have a problem to deal with. Let's get on over to St. Louis right now, where we got a mother who discovered this is something real sad right here. Her son lost his life. After the trial, they gave her all his belongings back. But they made a mistake. They didn't know that the phone that they were giving her was actually the man that took his life. She read some text messages in there. Let's get on over to St. Louis and see what's going on with this situation.
Grieving her son's murder, thought she had closure when the shooter was sentenced to life without parole. Except the killer was released, and on top of that, police gave the mom the suspect's phone when they thought it was her son's phone.
By mistake.
Investigator Chris Hayes sorts this all out.
Mary Key's son was shot and killed here in Wellston in 2015, and since then, the killer's been caught and released. Key's thought getting her son's belongings
Thank you, Whiskey.
would help her heal, except she says she got the killer's phone.
I feel like my grandson got cheated again.
Key's grandson was about to turn 2 when his dad, Timothy Gunter, was shot and killed in 2015. Gunter's murder was solved by Major Case and got a conviction, life without parole for Gunter's killer. Word of mouth in the streets was like he was getting out. I'm like, getting out? Because Brandon Tate's conviction was vacated when a judge ruled a witness had been improperly excluded from trial in 2017. We could do a retrial, but most of the
Loyalty.
witnesses are probably lost. We probably can't find them. So instead, Wesley Bell's office got Tate to plead guilty to the murder. I believe he had already did 85% of his time, so he will be released. It did mean Mom could finally get her son's belongings from the North County Police Cooperative. I was trying to get the photos and videos of my son and my grandson. I've been promising my grandson that he would get the phones. She was surprised to see this phone power on and without a required passcode. Then she realized it was not her son's phone, it's the killer's. The whole conversations was about what happened at night. Conversations while on the run from police. They done been to my mama's house. They done been to my stepmama's house. They got my little sister down at the police station. North County Police Cooperative's Detective Sergeant Ben Santoyo pulled no punches.
It was heart-wrenching to find out that such a thing had happened and such a grave oversight.
He said they'll be looking into what happened and how to prevent a repeat.
Our sympathies are with the survivors, because they're the voice, right? And they're carrying on. And there's a lot of sentimental attachments to properties, and it's very common to seek the personal effects.
Now for how Keys will find healing with her grandson, who still wants to learn about his dad. She says her son's killer is in trouble again. I mean, he's back in jail. He's not back in jail for my son. For the Fox Files, I'm Chris Hayes.
So he still ain't get right, even when he came home from prison. And ain't that crazy? She was actually able to get her son's. She was actually able to get her son, well, the murderer's phone. That's crazy. Went through and saw all the stuff. Like he was like, oh, they got us on this. The police are looking for us. So it's actually able to see the text messages that the murderer was sending. Damn, you guys, that's crazy. What else we got over here? Give that lady at least 100K money settlement. Angels, I would be too. What else you got over here? It was for her to help get it clarified. I know what you're saying. That must have hurt deep. Yeah. What you got over here, Liberty? Want your chat to stand out? Become part of the Our Bottom Line family. Become a member. $2.99. Your name will look great in green. There you go. Support the favorites. Let's support your favorite host, Boogotti NYC, and your favorite co-host, you guys. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys, because now we got another situation where this man was locked up and he ain't getting out. This one ain't getting out. And the situation is here. And I'm sorry about what happened, but I gotta tell the honest truth about what it is. I don't want none of my friends and none of my brothers getting caught up. What you're about to see, it's not a woman. I know, but I just want to let you guys know. It's a trans woman. It's a trans, a man that's dressed like a woman. And sadly, he is no longer alive anymore because something happened in Houston where someone is charged now with the murder of this trans man, and this is what the records show. I do not change. I will not change no matter what. I do not believe in the woman thing. If it has a swing, it is what it is. I don't care what anybody says, whatever the condition is. I refuse to call someone or something out of what they were born as. So I'll call it trans, but I'm gonna say a man. Let's go. This is a situation here, and looks like another situation. And I'm talking about, look at the hand on this person. Like, come on. This reminds me of the hand that was on Doug and Carrie on that show. What you call it? I watch that show all the time. That show with Doug and Carrie. Remember when Deacon and his wife brought him that big painting, and Doug's hand looked like a dolphin? Well, long story short, and I'm sorry about what happened, but I gotta be honest about the truth. Call me what you want.
Tonight, the critical clues that help police solve the murder of a woman whose body was found near Bray's Bayou.
Hello, I'm Gina Gaston.
And I'm Eric Barajas. Investigators say the victim was able to rip a key item off the suspect's clothing during the struggle.
And then police say the
King of
suspect told
Queens.
on himself in videos that woman's mother got a
Yes, it's still a sad situation. You do not have to agree with me. You could think I'm wrong. It's just the way that I think about things. And you guys, that's why we have our bottom line. See how everybody can think their own way? And it's just how it is.
hold of and was sent to police. ABC 13's Pooja Lydia spoke to that mother about her detective work that helped lead to an arrest.
You know, we have spoken to that mother. She is clearly very upset. And she is also learning what was revealed in court today. A magistrate said that Conway was killed by blunt force trauma, not by a weapon, but by somebody using their hands to kill her. Her body was found in Southwest Houston by two young siblings who were out on a walk. Portia Amara Conway had moved to Houston less than 6 months ago. Her mother calls her a proud transgender woman with a loving
Man,
family. But her body was found in a ditch on Memorial Day. Now, two and a half weeks later, Daniel Saran has been charged in Conway's murder.
Female calls in indicating that a male confessed to her about the murder.
The magistrate said police found video of Saran getting rid of evidence and leaving the scene. Also revealed in court today, the magistrate said Saran's name tag from his job at an auto parts store was torn off of him during a struggle and found at the crime scene. Police say Saran confessed during questioning. We reached Conway's mother from her home in Georgia.
But when I started focusing on the video and the photo, I was like, oh my God, guys, this is the same guy that I gave to HPD last week. You know, a lot of people are probably saying, well, how did you get it? Well, we were doing our own hood investigation, if that's what you want to call it.
She says people started sending her photos and videos of a man who looks like Saran, which she passed on to police.
One particular individual sent me 2 photos of this young man and a video. And in the video, he was literally saying and confessing to a murder a few days before. And the young lady said, Mama Michelle, I believe that this guy has something to do with Persia's death. Just kept on saying in the video clip that, you know, basically boasting, sticking an S on his chest that I just committed a murder.
Now she wants to know why this happened. Police have not revealed a motive.
Sometimes you guys, it could be the situation where they don't tell them what they are until it's too late, and then once a person finds out, they snap. You know, they snap out and be like, yo, I can't believe I didn't even know what you are, which would probably be the reason for the rage and why they lost their life that way with the rage. Like a lot of men find out something like that. Like, I didn't know you wasn't a girl. What? Like, oh, you ain't know, but you been effing them. Be like, what? A lot of men just snap, crackle, pop. That could be a possibility. It could definitely be that. And a lot of trans women, trans men, they like to trick men. They like to trick a lot of straight men. And one thing I do respect about gays and some trans men, they say that you need to be careful doing that because that is a very dangerous thing that you do. Some of them actually just tell you straight up what they are, and some of them don't tell you at all. The ones that don't, that's a dangerous situation for both sides because you're putting yourself in danger of somebody like, yo, what do you mean you're not a woman? And never dealt with nothing that before. I don't want to be called less. There you go, Yolanda. Thank you so much. I appreciate the $2 super chat. I don't want to be called this. I don't want to be called that. I don't want to be nobody to know about me doing this. And next thing you know, boom. Careful out there, you guys. Be careful out there. Let people know if you're down with the broken wristed click, if you got 2 things going on, because even stuff like that will get you in trouble. I don't know. I'm just be careful out there nowadays, you guys. Let's go. We got to get on over to Fort Worth because there was a woman that was tracked down. And this woman right here, you guys remember this woman if you think about it. Last week, remember the lady who acted like she was a pizza delivery driver? I'm not talking about the guy that delivered the package and held it up this high. I'm talking about the lady that acted like she was a pizza delivery guy and pow pow. Yeah, let's keep on moving forward. And she wound up pow pow and her husband. Let's go to Fort Worth.
Trackdown looks back at a case from March with an arrest that was made in May, 1,200 miles away in Raleigh, North Carolina. Two big surprises. A tiny taillight led detectives to their suspect, the ex-wife of a man shot 18 times who survived the surprise attack disguised as a pizza delivery.
Got hit more time than Biggie and Tupac together.
Fox 4 Sean Rabb has the update.
It's not all the time that we see an ex-wife or ex-husband or ex-spouse carry out an alleged act like this.
Yes, sir. This is my first one, too.
Detective Michael Bowie says his first such case involved.
It's not over pizza. She used pizza to get access, to act like she was a pizza delivery guy. That's what she did.
This woman, Marquita Marie Rice, arrested and jailed in North Carolina, where she's fighting extradition back to Texas, charged with aggravated assault, deadly weapon, family violence. Was the ex-wife, is she the person who carried out the shooting on Sedona Lane?
Yes, sir. She was.
March 1st, ring doorbell caught the March attempt to kill her ex-husband, a fake pizza order.
Just so you know, he's the delivery guy on this one. I told you it wasn't the one with the box. She said, I need a pizza, because she knew that he was going to be the one delivering it. And she came out, bow, all the way to the garage.
It was called to an address in the 1800 block of Sedona Lane. When the delivery driver arrives, a person creeping from behind the garage opens fire. The ex-husband is hit and goes down, and the person with the gun, police say the ex-wife, Marquita Marie Rice, goes back and shoots more shots, leaving in a silver Chevy that Detective Bowie tracked by its taillights.
From all the way from Georgia to Dallas and back. And from Raleigh to Georgia, from Georgia to Dallas.
And the tail light connected.
Somebody said her eyebrows look like some antisocial centipedes.
Due to
the tail light that make big difference for my case.
Marquita Marie Rice in jail in North Carolina. But if you know anything about this shooting or Rice or the car she was in March 1st, Detective Bowie wants to hear from you.
214 or 671-3538 or...
If you guys want to snitch, like T.I. did, they saying allegedly, call this number. No, I'm just playing. If you guys know anything about this case, go ahead and let it go.
You can contact me by email, michael.bowie@dallaspolice.gov.
All right, we got to keep on going, you guys, because I want to fly like an eagle to the sea. Fly like an eagle, let my spirits carry me. Come on and fly. Fly, fly into the future. That's my joint right there. Remember when Space you used that for Space Jam? That was the joint right there. Do 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 do. That's the joint right there. Yeah, that's the joint right there. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's go. Good morning. Who's that? Everton King, what's going on? Good morning. Have you all subscribed to the channel? Have you all hit that like button? Because if you didn't, you got time to do it right now. All you got to do is double tap that screen and get those likes up. Because we're about to fly like an eagle to the sea. Fly like an eagle, let my spirits carry me. Even if I don't have a flying license. That's right, you guys. You ever fly Air Canada? Anybody here, if you've ever flew Air Canada, you've probably had the luxury of flying with this pilot who, like I said, and I slipped that in really quickly, you heard me right, Air Canada, we found a pilot who's been accused of flying hundreds of flights with a fake driver's license, a fake flying license. That's right, he's probably got a license, but it's not the right type of license that he needs. So come on and fly like an eagle.
The disturbing arrest of a veteran Air Canada pilot. He's accused of flying hundreds of flights with thousands of passengers on board, and he did it for years with a fake license. Here's ABC's chief investigative correspondent, Aaron Katersky. Aaron.
Lindsay, authorities said their investigation read like a movie script. This longtime Air Canada pilot is accused of fraud and deceit, flying all of those flights and tens of thousands of passengers without the required license. Instead, investigators said Jeffrey Wall faked his credentials for almost 2 decades while piloting 900
domestic and international flights. Air Canada said safety was not compromised because Wall was still a fully trained pilot. But Lindsay, the police said that's like a doctor licensed to practice family medicine marching into the ER and performing brain surgery. Lindsay?
What an unsettling story. Aaron, thank you. It's a disturbing.
You see why all of these important? Every one of these stories is important. Even the next one I'm about to bring up. And luckily, nobody lost their life because we'll be doing a lot of praying today. Now, what about this? I had a situation when I was younger. It's a guy that's no longer my friend. He wound up stealing from me 2 times, and I will call him out, and I don't care if I call him out because I already brought charges against him. He's already been a crook and a thief for a very long time. Tyrell Williams is a thief. He's been a thief all his life, and he will steal from you even if you help him get off parole, give him somewhere to stay, and put food and money in his pocket, put clothes on his back. When you go out to go to work, he will act like he left and come back to your house and steal from you. He's done it to me 2 times. I didn't know who was stealing from him. I'm like, who keep on robbing my crib? Then I said to myself, one day I came home from work, walking down the block, heavy set lady on the block, as usual. There's always one. Yo, I thought you moved. I said, what the hell you mean you thought I moved? Yeah, I seen your cousin and some other guy down the block moving all your stuff out. You see, the thing about this is we were so close, everybody thought we were cousins. Bad part about it is, yeah, he was moving my stuff out of my apartment. So I get down there, hit again, same style, garbage bags, all the sneakers, all of this, right? So I'm like, this is the second time I got robbed like this. You mean to tell me this fool is the one that robbed me? So sometimes you'll take the person with you. You think you're getting away from the place. It'll be that same friend. Be careful out there, you guys. Another reason why none of my friends are cool with my pit bulls. Because my apartment never got robbed when I had a pit bull. You notice that? And I'm not that type that say, oh, you can pet him. No, you can't. Get away from him. And if I find you petting him and he cool with you, I don't know if I'm gonna keep that dog. It's real in the field in certain places. I'm serious about that. You gotta have protection. Real talk. Let's get on over to this situation right here where I don't talk to you guys about the situation where Cincinnati man is accused of groping. Oh, that's the reason why I want to bring this up. He was a groper too. One day we was at Papaya. You're gonna love this if you know New York. We on 86th Street by the Gray's Papaya. And he decided he wanna grab women's butts. I'm like, yo, you crazy, bro? He like, no. I'm like, yo, for real? Next thing you know, some lady walked by and boom, he grabbed her on the butt. He's like, he started laughing. She's like, oh, how dare you do something like that? And he walked by. And we was like 14 or 13 at the time. It wasn't, we was young. So I'm like, yo, I ain't doing that. So then he did it one more time. This the one I told you guys about. I told you about this story before. He touched this one white lady butt one time, and then her husband turned around. He looked at him and he said, I'm talking about with that same sting, that loud, I'm talking about echoing off the wall, everything that you guys just heard, smacked the flavor out of his mouth. I'm talking about he was not able to distinguish grape from lemon for a week. It was a real fire. And then I started dying laughing. I'm like, oh, I told you they was gonna do that to you. Yo, boy, you ain't help me, man. He slapped me mad hard. I said, cause you deserved it. Same thing that this fool right here deserved. Riding around on a bike, smacking women on the butt, groping them. I bet he ain't touched nobody else on their butt since then. I'm telling you he did. I'm guaranteeing you he did. He did some other foul stuff, but I can't tell you guys because he'd probably be able to try to use all that stuff against me because it was kind of like recent. But all the other stuff, I don't care because there's already charges brought up. And Tyrell, you know you a thief.
A man accused of slapping women's butts and breasts as he rides on his bike is back in jail. Good evening, I'm Paula Toby.
And I'm Kyle Linsky. Roger Stiles was first charged last month. Now he's facing new sexual imposition and assault charges.
Yesterday, a judge released him on his own recognizance, but today a magistrate decided to hold him on bond. Local 12's Chelsea Sick is live in studio. Chelsea, you spoke with police and a victim who were not happy that Stiles was back on the street last night.
Yeah, I spoke with Kelly Collette, a victim in this case. She shared this video on Facebook of a man.
She was so mad. She was going to try to take off the chancleta and hit him. You saw her? You saw what he did? She was ready to take off the shoe and get him and chased him. She chased him down.
Riding up on a bike and slapping her on the butt. Colette says since she posted this, she's heard from several women who say the same thing happened to them.
I was just taking a walk and I felt myself getting hit. And when I turned around, I was able to see him riding off on his bike. I chased him.
Kelly Collette reported the attack to police. Since then, Roger Stiles has been charged with 9 counts of sexual imposition. And he had his face covered too. That's why I keep on telling you guys, those face coverings, you need to have a charge separately just for the face covering. It's 90. Oh, wait a minute. If the temperature, 50 degrees, oh yeah, take them in. What's the charge? Oh, you get arrested for having a face covering on after it's 40, if it's not lower than 40 degrees. You're going to jail. Well, how long? We're going to figure it out. You need to be arrested and put in jail if you got a face covering on. Call me what you want, because the era that I came up in, if you had a ski mask on, that's what they called it. And guess what they did when you wore a ski mask in the 80s and the 90s? You got pulled over. Let's keep on going. And faces 3 assault charges. This is court documents share several other women have come forward with similar stories dating back to April. Another reporting he hit her buttocks, one saying he grabbed her breasts. Court documents say in one case, Stiles got off his bike, hip thrusted the victim to the ground, and caused an injury.
My concern now is less about me and for the women of Cincinnati, because it seems like this is not an isolated incident. And I think women in Cincinnati should feel safe walking down the street.
Stiles was arrested on Tuesday for the latest charges. The court docs show he was released on his own recognizance Tuesday by Judge Bernard Mundy.
The prosecutor and the judge should really look at the amount of victims and how, escalation and.
Hey, yo, Aaron, what you talking about? Now you got 26 minutes. Please explain, because I'm thinking that you're spam, and I'm hovering right now. So please explain. I'm trying to make sure you're not spam before I get you up out of here.
Has occurred and look at what's going on in Cincinnati right now and maybe make a couple wiser choices with what they do.
I reached out to Judge Mundy on Wednesday about this case. He chose not to comment. If he had, I would have asked him why he released Stiles on his own recognizance, despite having 6 new charges filed. Stiles was arraigned on those charges Wednesday afternoon, walking in as a free man. A member of the Cincinnati prosecutor's office asked the magistrate for a high bond.
The city has some concerns that these are escalating behaviors. There's quite a few women coming forward with accusations against Mr. Stiles.
The magistrate held him on a $10,000 bond. He would have to pay $1,000 and wear an ankle monitor if released. No smiles no more, Stiles, huh? Stiles ain't got no smiles no more. It ain't funny no more. Or whatever sort of pervert feeling you was getting off of what you was doing. Yeah, oh man, they should have slapped him in the face just like Tyrell did. Come here. What goes along with that charge? 1 slap. Move your hands. Yeah. He did not have an attorney. Now, Colette hopes this video serves as a reminder to all victims.
You can be loud. You don't have to take that stuff. And, whereas some people might not have reported it, I think it was important to do so. That's right.
Stiles is expected back in court tomorrow for a pretrial hearing on the 3 sexual imposition charges from last month. Paula.
Ain't no smiles for Stiles. What happened, Stiles? It ain't funny no more. Probably rolled up on his boy, yo, I just smacked this white lady on the butt. She tried to chase me and she was very funny. Woo woo. Huh? I'm sorry, officer. Exactly. That's what you get. Stiles got no smiles no more. Look at that. That was gold. No more smiles for Stiles, huh? Let's keep on going, you guys. Ain't nothing funny about it at all, is it? And no more, nothing funny. Because a woman is pretty or a man is handsome, no excuse to disrespect boundaries. Boom. There you go. That was it. Boom. See what happened when pretty people know how it go down? See, when pretty people have to deal with it, when handsome people understand what's going on, you get what I'm saying, angels. Your pretty self, Liberty, you too. Let me tell you something. I remember when I met Casey, he was like, man, do you see how pretty Liberty is? I was like, no, I really never looked. I said, wait, let me go look at her picture. I said, oh, Casey, she is pretty. Casey was like, yeah, I know, right? I said, what you mean? He was like, that's my girl. I was like, for real? He's like, yeah. I said, okay, excuse me. So yes, just so all you new guys know, I don't know if they changed up on me. I don't know if anything has changed, but this song is dedicated to liberty and justice and Casey, because we have not sung your song in a long time. And there's always time for this. Love, exciting and new. Come aboard. We're expecting you. It's the Love Boat. Soon we'll be making another run. Promise is something for everyone. There's a coach for adventure, a mind for a new romance. Yes, it's a whole song and love. I could really keep on going. I'm telling you, I could. But no, I'm gonna give you guys some love because yes, they met here on Our Bottom Line. I'm like, wait a minute, we the Love Boat over here, the dating game. I see a couple of you other guys sliding up on some women too. You're lucky I can't do the same because I'm the host. I see you guys out there getting busy, but you know what? If we really can find love and find good people in common, why not? I am so proud to be able to have created the platform to bring together love, exciting and new. Come on, you guys. Y'all know I love both of y'all. I love both of y'all. Y'all know. Casey, come on. That's right. Yeah, there you go. I want to see both of you guys smiling. Where y'all found each other at? I'm going to brag right now because they right up under each other right now. Where y'all found each other at? Tell them where y'all found each other at. And man, somebody tried to holler at Liberty one day. Casey was like this. Oh, you think it's no, you think it's a game? Just because I'm in these comments, you think I won't find you? He hit him with the, I have a particular job and I will find you. I saw that, Casey. Casey don't play about his Liberty and Liberty don't play about her, Casey. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. That was just a little sideline banter because that's how that goes. Y'all know how we get down. Look at that. Look at Casey. Exactly. Look. Keep on moving forward, you guys. Y'all see them be like babes and all of that. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. That's what they be saying to each other. And they met each other right here. So you know what? Go ahead and meet some people. If there's some good people in these comments and you guys can link up, I will feel so good. And I will actually go get my certification to be able to do the to be the reverend, to say I will go do whatever I gotta do to be the one that says, dearly beloved, we're gathered here today, and you know we got to break in the Prince when we do this. We're gonna play that, and then you guys get married. But I will go ahead and learn how to give vows. If anybody here meet here and get married, I'm doing the vows. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. We got to get on over to China. Because you know that they can't make jack brakes. You put some brakes on from China if you want. You press down on the brakes, the damn pads will slide off. I done seen it happen before. Don't be messing around with them China brakes. Got a situation over here with a Temu helicopter. Yes. Anything made in China that flies or gets up off the ground, it better be a airplane or something in my hand because I'm not getting inside of it. We got a helicopter that flew and fell down with 4 passengers inside. They was tossed like rag dolls after a brutal emergency landing in China. Temu helicopter. Damn thing looked like a turtle on his back. Literally tossing people around. Come on now, open that screen up so y'all can see this dude. He like this. Look at this. Look, I gotta go back. Look at this Temu helicopter over here. I told you I had to run through all of this stuff. Y'all better not have left, because whoever left, they're gonna be tight that they ain't see all this. Look at damn turtle. Look at the rudder. It was a helicopter, yeah. You gotta pay attention to the pilot and the person that's in the passenger seat. The helicopter ain't even important no more. They being shook around like rag dolls. I'm gonna recommend that you do not buy any helicopters off Temu. Please, don't do that. Don't do it. Don't do it to yourself. Don't buy no helicopters off Temu, you guys, at all. Did you wait, exactly? What the hell? Damn, that guy ran like he was on fire. Looked like a mice caught in a trap. So I don't know, but it looked like he did lose his life. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. The one that was in the passenger side like that, just going raggedy. I don't know, you guys. How many people think that they might have lost their life? Just said Gina allows that in their skies. China. She meant to say Teddy meant to say China. Look how messed up Apple got him. He writing Gina instead of China. We know it ain't your fault. We know it's a spell check. He said China allows it in their skies. Yeah, it looked like they do. It looked like it was a prank, right? Lord have mercy. Rodham cowboy, the helicopter disease. They had to cover that up. Yeah, they had to. What if it was a model helicopter? What the hell they doing inside of it, the real Jazzy? If it was a model. Bad review on that one. That was a Temu helicopter. That's when you press the thing and a circle thing come around and you kept going when you should have stopped. Let me tell you something about Temu. Anytime I see something I like, I'll be like, oh, I want to buy that. Anytime I see that thing turn around, I'm out of there. I don't even like that thing turning around. I'm not buying toilet paper off Temu. Might come back as I don't care what it is. I'm not buying toilet paper off Temu. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys, because we got to be careful around here. I live in an apartment building. Had a situation the other day when I tried to cut on that cold water. I got in the shower. The water was doing this. I touched the hose because I actually got one of those new shower heads off of TikTok. That gray one. Woo, that thing worked good. And it takes off the thing. You can use the hose and all of that. They ain't giving me no money, so I ain't doing no promotion for them. Too bad. If they give me some money, I might do it. Long story short, I have my new shower head. So I'm in there like, yeah, gotta practice what you preach. Ready to get in the shower, cold water, like I always tell you guys, turn the water on. Shh. Like, what the hell is this? So one day I'm in there, I just do what I gotta do. I say, why the hell is it doing this? I'm messing with the hose. Something said, this thing comes with a filter. I took the filter head off and the whole filter was brown. Put a new filter in, water flows smoothly. 2 days later, same thing. I'm like, yo, what's going on with the water? Is it something in the pipes? Is there something in the building? This is something we need to bring up in New York on our bottom line. I used to be a superintendent, graduated to building manager, now building management owner, buildings company owner, right? We got buildings that we deal with. There's water treatments for boilers. They put in certain things so that the water does not destroy the boiler. They actually also put things inside of the boiler to make sure that there's certain levels of certain things being taken care of, like hard water, sulfur, minerals and metals and things like that. Why do you think they tell you do not drink the hot water? Do not cook with the hot water in your home if you have a boiler. Why? Because that boiler is sitting there. Most of that water is not brand new water coming in. I got to explain something to you guys. When water comes in to go inside of a boiler, they have to treat that water, and then all of the air comes out of it, so that you don't get that knocking in the radiator back in the day, right? Still live in one of these buildings, so they treat the water a certain way, give it certain chemicals so that it can act a certain way, right? And then they do not rinse and repeat that water. They keep on using the same water. It goes through the building, and then it comes back through something called the return. Goes back into the boiler and then it cools down. And then when it needs it, you keep on using that same water. That water is just like turning around inside of a cylinder. There's settlement on the bottom of that. There's dirt. There's all sorts of things inside of that water. There's hard minerals in that water, which is why they tell you do not drink tap water, especially from the hot side, and do not cook with it. Trying to explain this to you guys because there's so many times where they may take too long to treat the boiler. They may not treat the boiler. You may be getting rust and condensation inside of your water, and you might be drinking metal. That's way worse than what we talked about last week? We talked about plastics, microplastics. You could be drinking metal or rust water inside of your coffee if you go ahead and use that hot water and you boil that. Your best bet is to try to use the cold water. I would not even use that because of the fluoride. What do we need to do then, Boogotti? Well, damn it, you know what? We need a tester. every single person here, we need to get a tester to see what's in our water. What are we cooking with? Because we can be as great as possible when it comes down to our diets, sleeping correctly, when it comes down to assertions and things of that nature. I'm sorry, affirmations. But when it comes down to the water, it is very, very important. Do not drink that water, cold or hot. You getting it from me. Don't trust the pipes because they're old and there's settlement in the pipes as well. You ever break an old pipe and look inside of it, you see nothing but corrosion? Some of those particles are coming in and out through that water. That's why you also need a filter, even if it's not taking out a lot of the chemicals. Let's get into this right now. This is something that I feel very strongly about. This is all just me. I'm serious about this, to the point where now I need to find more information because I don't think that this is enough. I need you guys to be careful. Let's go. Pay attention to this right here. We got to get into this water right here. We got water quality testers and the top versus bottled waters. So even these bottled waters, we need to be careful because a lot of them are like Dasani, which is municipal water that is used with reverse osmosis. They put it inside of a bottle and then they sell it to us with a label. Why? Because the Coca-Cola bottling company has the power to do so. If they go inside that store and they say, "Hey, if you don't take this water, we're not gonna give you the Coca-Cola." So now Dasani now gets a little slither of a little space inside of those areas. We get used to that water and now we're drinking it. Dasani is tap water. Period. Let's get into it. Let's go.
Here for you is this water tester here that I got from Amazon.com. And what I'm going to test it here is hot water from my hot water heater, tap water, cold tap water, my Brita water, my office filtered water.
Thank you so much, Brian Kill Falcone. You said it right. When I was living in Arizona, I thought it was doing something, but you're right. Reverse osmosis is filtered water. Exactly. You got the big things outside in Arizona, outside of all of the supermarkets. Am I lying, you guys? You can go into any Walmart or anywhere in Phoenix, Sedona, any one of those places and fill up with reverse osmosis water. And any apartment complex has their own machine too. Costs 25 cents. Let's go.
And then various brands of water bottles, water. So this is Niagara.
What's up, Kendra?
Brand Poland Springs, Aquafina, and Nestle. And what?
I'm sorry, you guys, you just write about a lot of stuff. So I want to let you know that you're right about a lot of this stuff. That one song, you're right about. Some sink water is better than bottled water. Let's go. And somebody said that their township forces them to get to us to get city water. That's crazy. Let's keep on going.
This tester actually tests is the soluble minerals in the water itself. So whether it's actually pure water, or whether it has a lot of minerals, and I guess it has some.
Recommending it off the bat. I think everybody needs to get this. It's very simple. Just put the water down, put the tester in, and read the numbers. And on the back of it, it tells you what to look for.
Electrode, where it does some sort of electric conductivity. And you'll see here that what the meter has. Let me zoom in, get focus here, is what's acceptable. So if it's 100 to 300, it's marginally acceptable, which is average tap water.
100 to 300 parts per million, which is average tap water. Do not go over 150 or 200. 300 is bad. His water about to be 3 and change.
And then all the way here to the extreme here, 500 plus. So let me go ahead and start the demo here. So what this thing has is an electrode.
3 of them.
As I mentioned before.
3 prongs.
And once again, I got this for just $12 at Amazon.com, and you can find the link in the description area. So what I'm going to do is turn this on.
We just discovered the other day that Brita, because of its plastics, it really works against itself. But once we started studying microplastics, especially if you would ever freeze that thing, it's over. Microplastics, they keep on moving, they keep on breaking up as long as you're using plastic. Keep on using that water, keep on using those filters. So yeah, the water is coming through a plastic filter in your Brita system, then it's going right into a pan, which is the place that keeps all of the water, but all of that's plastics. So we're still getting the microplastics in Brita. Let's keep on going.
And I am gonna test first my hot water. So let me go ahead. I'm just gonna stick this in. And the reading is 376. So
Not good.
Just put a hold on this and show you here. The reading for the hot water from my water tank is 370 parts per million. So that's why they tell you not to drink water out of your hot water heater.
He's already telling you, and that's must. I mean, that's rust. That's metal deposits, all types of things floating around in that water.
Out of the tap, because it's been sitting in your hot water heater, and there's a lot of minerals and hard water and gunk that is stuck in the hot water heater. And my hot water heater is actually fairly new. It's only a year old. So I suppose that's a fairly high reading. And next I'm going to go to my cold tap water, so you could compare that. But just to show you that in that range, it's actually still marginally acceptable.
See, it's not wrong to test your water. It makes you feel good about it too. But actually, I think everybody needs to test what's going in their body if you have the time to do it. It's only $12 to buy one of these testers.
It's under 400. Now let me go ahead here.
And yes, you can smell the minerals in that water sometimes too. Sometimes it smells like a little rancid, like a little funky, a little, you know what I'm saying? A little, just like weird.
And test the cold water. So I'm gonna test my cold tap water. And my cold tap water, the reading is 214
parts per million.
Show you that.
So and remember, all of this stuff is just what's acceptable. I think we have a higher level of what we need to be accepting.
You can see it is actually, a lot lower than the water sitting in the hot water heater. And so let me reset this and test the Brita water, basically the cold water that's gone through my Brita filter.
Those are two different waters. It's supposed to be, just so you know, that's two different waters, guy. That water that comes in for the heating system is not the same water that you're going to be drinking out of the tap. It doesn't do that. There's two different systems.
And it is 258. And surprisingly, it is higher. So this is my Brita water. And you're probably wondering why it's higher. It's because my Brita filter's been sitting there for a month. I've been using the Brita filter for a month, and there's a lot of minerals, I guess, stuck in the filter itself. So you might find this a little bit surprising, but when you really think about it, it's not all that surprising. Oh, keep in mind that you should not fill the water beyond this point, that it should be, no higher than this level. So I've actually filled it by half when I stick this probe in there.
That'll be a good one, right? Water test from each country. Imagine you go to India with this thing over here. As soon as you stick it in the water, it's gonna set on fire. Boom, it'll blow up. Boom! I didn't know I had a firecracker in my hand. Put that tester in somewhere in India.
All right. Next, I am going to go to my office filtered water. And yes, I did get my office filtered water, and I brought it home.
Now we got 210 people in here, and we got 243 likes. That's good, you guys. You're actually doing really good, because I might be nice today and say, you know what? If you can get up to 300, I might just go ahead and say, you know what? Let's send them our 6 keychains and 6 decals. if we can get up to 300. All you guys got to do is just keep on hanging in there. More people will come because we're over here doing our thing. And don't think that you can't share this video, copy paste the link and put it on your Facebook. Let everybody else know what we do over here at Our Bottom Line. I really tell you guys about sharing the video and information because I like to teach as well, not just to show you guys crime stuff and all of that politics. We actually learn a lot of stuff here. And if you feel like you really want to stick around and you want to learn about that pasta sauce that you've been eating, because it's not over. You guys, we're talking about eating this week. We're talking about taking care of each other. I'm going to have to ask you what type of pasta sauce that you eat, because that's the next segment. Let's keep on going.
For this test here. And I would say the filter at my office probably hasn't changed in 2 years. So I'm curious to see what it actually is. So keep in mind that the Brita water was actually had a lot more minerals in it. That, again, that might not necessarily be a bad thing because it depends on what type of minerals it is. And this does not measure that. So for example, this doesn't actually measure the harmful stuff. It just measures, you know,
The parts. You can actually get individual strips. I have a few in the kitchen that actually tell you what are in the water. So you can actually get the strips as well.
Minerals in it, or the conductivity of whatever's in your water. But chances are it's correlated, so you can make a fairly decent judgment as to, you know, whether it's harmful or not. But obviously, it doesn't tell you that your water's filled with lead or anything like that. So let me go ahead with the test.
Now the lead test is separate. We'll do that one too. There's a lead test as well, and those are the ones with the strips. Thank you so much, Scooter.
What I'm going to do now is the office water. And the office filtered water.
What's up, Christine?
Let me.
The office now
is around 200.
That's not bad, right? That means that the office has a really good filter. That's a good filter. That's a good filter.
So that's good to know.
Whatever they're using in that office filter, that's a good filter.
And next, I am going to do the bottled water.
Uh-oh.
So you might be curious to compare what the bottled water is. So I'm going to do the generic first. And this generic is 2 parts per million. So you can see it's a huge difference, these bottled waters, compared to tap water, or even compared to your Brita water. So that's 2 parts per million, and that is the generic brand. It is this Niagara water here. And I do think it is some sort of generic brand. And next, I am going to do Poland Springs. And keep in mind that some of these waters actually they actually put minerals in there, so they're not as pure. They'll tell you they put fluoride or something in there for the taste, or for a different taste, or just for the benefit, just for health benefits. And let me do that again. I couldn't quite get a good. So this Poland Springs is 25 parts per million.
Little higher.
And
can you believe it's higher than the cheaper brand? That's crazy right there. You saw that?
This is Poland Springs.
More parts than the other Niagara.
The next one is Aquafina.
That's crazy.
So reset this.
That's crazy.
And put in Aquafina. And Aquafina is 4 parts per million.
Even more than the generic.
So you'll see that's Aquafina.
Even more than the Poland Spring. The best one right now is the Niagara. That's crazy.
Yeah, let me go ahead and do Nestle.
Oh, what y'all think about the Nestle? What y'all think about Nestle, y'all? If it's got anything to do with Nestle, what y'all think?
And you'll see here, Nestle itself is
Six.
64 parts per million.
Damn.
So you'll see that Nestle, I believe, is the one that actually puts fluoride.
Look at Liberty.
Probably has that on the bottle itself. But that's really it. That's really what I wanted to mention about this water tester. So, if you want this exact model, it has over 2,600 4.5 star reviews on Amazon.com. So, which is why I bought this particular one. But, if you want this one, it is in the description area of this video. And please subscribe, and thank you for watching.
Yes, you guys, I love to put us up on information and real things. I don't want you guys cooking with that crap. Don't even cook with some of those waters. You already saw what it was. Can you believe the Niagara was better? And I just found out of all of them, the real one that's the best is actually Crystal Geyser. Believe it or not, those Crystal Geysers, they're actually better than Poland Spring. They're better than all of the other guys too. And don't go for that crap where they're talking about electrolytes. All they got to do is put a cap full in anything to say electrolytes are in it. And that's with any product. If it has to say pure olive oil, they have to put a cap full in to say made with a real virgin olive oil. Remember the words. Remember how they try to play on us, you guys. And what was this video? Because I want to make sure that you guys can see it if you ever want to. And do me a favor. I love to know that we're doing the right thing over here by getting you guys the right information. We've been talking about a lot of things in the health and wellness section. I really need to know if you guys got anything out of that. If you like the health and wellness section, give me a thumbs up. Let's keep on moving forward. I got it over here for you. Water quality test. Are you ready? Tap versus bottled water. When it's simple, it's just that simple. Let's say it again. Water quality test, tap versus bottled water. And this is from Polarity, Poolarity with two O's, Poolarity, and it's dash life hacks. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that, you guys. And hold on a minute. We're going to subscribe right now. We got to hit that subscribe. Boom. And then when we hit the subscribe, we see the bell, right? Then when we see the bell, we hit the bell and we go to all. And that means that we have selected to get all of the notifications from Plurality, P-O-O-Larity, and the dash life hacks. Because we want to keep on making sure that we get information like that. We want to make sure that we keep on. That's right, Poolarity. That's funny. You use the poo, but you're actually right about that, huh? You didn't have to do it that way, but I guess you know what? You want to be a comedian. You want to be a comedian. So you know what? I appreciate that because I'm a comedian too. I really appreciate the fact that you guys like that episode, and we want to make sure that you guys are getting the right information. Just so you know, Essentia is okay. It's not even all of that, bro. They're just getting you for the label, the black label on there, that Essentia. That's the actual one that I'm talking about when it comes down to the electrolytes. You can make your own, by the way. We'll talk about that too. Electrolytes. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys, because I was going to do the other one today, but you know what? I'm going to save that for Purple Sunday. Sunday is a time when we all get together and we do a lot of cooking and we cook for the evening and we all make sure that we get good meals going. So you know what? I am going to pay attention to that and I'm going to give you guys that tomorrow. I'm going to give you guys the pasta tomorrow. I'm going to ask you guys what sort of pastas you like. You're going to let me know. And we're going to go from the 7th worst and we're going to give you guys 3 that are the best because we care about you over here and we want to make sure that you guys are eating right, taking care of yourself and staying in good health. And if you guys got any ideas for the health and wellness section, all you got to do is send them on over to us at bridgethisllc@gmail.com. And you're not far from receiving merch. I saw that you guys were almost 240 plus, something like that. Try to help you guys out a little bit. 6 keychains are what's going out. 6 decals will be going out for everybody after 300 now. We're taking it to 300. If you guys get 300 likes, we got 6 and 6 going on here, and we're going to be sending these out to random people who email me at bridgethisllc@gmail.com. That is bridgethisllc@gmail.com. You guys ain't far. You're not far from hitting that mark. Let's get on over here. You guys, this is a really good one right here. And again, for all of our animal lovers. You know, I already told you guys we show a lot of dogs over here. So this week, we had to make sure we show love to all of the all of the kitties. That's right. We had to show love to all of the kitties. That's what we're doing over here. Let's go. So right now, this guy did not even want a cat. He didn't want no animals. He's not an animal person. Now, look at his construction buddy. You guys see this? Check this out. You're not going to believe it. You know what? A lot of people, I like those videos. You ever watch those videos on YouTube that says, Dad said, never a dog in my house, or Mom says, get that dog out of here. And the next thing you know, they buying them clothes and giving them snacks. Come on, you guys, check this out.
Is a daddy's girl. I never expected the internet to react the way that they did. And that's why I'm so excited to share this now with the dodo. He doesn't have his son to ride in the tractor with him, but he does have Fifi. And Fifi is an excellent 7. This is the same man when we were dating who told me that he didn't want any animals. Fifi is just a little adventurer, and she only wants to be held by her daddy. Fifi and her litter mates and her mom were left on the side of the road before they eventually ended up at the shelter. And when we brought her home, she had this little frostbitten nose. Guys, this is Fifi. Oh, you're so cute. When my husband and I first met, and he said, I just want you to know I'm really not an animal person. Our other cats had always picked me. But when Tim went to go get Fifi from the shelter, he came home and he said, I want this cat to pick me. Fifi became his golden child.
Can we say we're doing the biscuits? We're doing the biscuits. Yeah. Do you have any hammer?
Look at him now. She often goes outside and watches my husband do yard work. One day, he said, you know what? I'm going to bring Fifi and the tractor with me. So I said, okay, we'll put her harness on and we'll put her little hat on, and we need to make sure that she's completely safe. She could not.
Do you see her hats? Like, look at her hats. I know y'all tripping over like, wait a minute, this cat got on hats.
Not believe, as I like to say, her good fortune. Sometimes the man you're dating will tell you that he doesn't want animals, and then sometimes you'll marry that man, and then this is what you see in your backyard. It was her new favorite activity. And I'm very happy to see the kind of relationship they both have. She has a very happy home now and will never have a frostbite nose again.
Okay, you guys, all of my cat lovers out there, that was Fifi, Maddie, and Tim. Tales of Whist. That's right. Their Instagram page is Tales of Whist. TALESOFWHIST. And you know we love all of our furry friends and our furry animals around here, you guys. Y'all know how we do it. We can't get up out of here without showing you guys information and stuff like that. Hopefully you guys loved it. And you know what? You'll be back tomorrow for the Purple Sunday episode, because we're going to start right back up again. But you know one thing we can't do. We can't stop the show without telling you guys this. You have something you're trying to promote. You're trying to get your business out there. Maybe you're trying to get a job, or maybe you're trying to get some lawn work or something like that. Maybe you got somebody that's got some business that they're trying to get out there and get in front of a bunch of people. Well, guess what? We've almost got 73,000 subscribers. So in that case, all you got to do is send over your promo to us. That same address I was giving you earlier, bridgethisllc@gmail.com. That's bridgethisllc@gmail.com. Send over your promo. Has to be in a 1080 by 1080 size frame in order to fit for the post notification area for YouTube. And boy, have I been getting good follow-up about this. Man, the follow-up I got yesterday, I was so happy about it. That's the Show Your Talent search that we're going to be doing in New York, and Manhattan, Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens, and Staten Island. And plus, one person from here is going to be able to compete as well to win what? Boom! $250. And after we get everybody together from each and every borough, all of the winners, We're going to have you guys compete for that $1,000. Sponsored by Big Drip Hard Punch. I'm going to be one of the hosts, Boogotti NYC, as well as Donna. That's right, DJ Donna, formerly of Black Ink Crew. And if you want to get lit, you gotta drink Big Drip. That's right, Miss Swanza, you know the deal. That's what she always says. You guys want to be a part of the talent show? You want to know what Big Drip is? Well, guess what? I'll tell you right now. This is 14% alcohol. That's why she said you want to get lit, drink Big Drip. It's also 12 ounces. It's not like those little cut it, cut it, cut it. I notice a lot of people talking about cut water. It ain't messing with this right here. Grape, you know we got to have that grape. You know what I'm talking about, my people. Mixed with a little bit of raspberry and lemon. That's what makes the punch. And believe it or not, there are no bubbles. We don't like bubbles. We made a punch. So it's 14% alcohol. All you need to do, all you need is one. Bust it down with somebody. You got 7 and 7 in a cup. Put a little bit of ice in there, and you're gonna love it. Trust me, trust me. I'm sorry, 6 and 6 because it's 12 ounces. Go to the website www.drinkbigdrip.com and fill out the post notification area. Send us your email. Not even fill out a post notification area. All you gotta do is really send us your email address, and we'll keep you guys posted on where we're gonna be at. And I'm so glad that we finally got those locations locked in. Just waiting for the confirmations. And you know, we got to promote for a couple of weeks before we get out. We don't want to come to an empty location. Now, you guys, that's how we do it over here. And you know what we're about to do right now? Let's get those prayers in the air. Let's get those prayers in the air. I don't know where, but let's get those prayers in the air for today, for tomorrow morning, for every single person here. I want to hope that you guys had a fantastic day today. Hope you got a lot out of the water testing. If you guys need a little bit of help on where to buy one of those testers at, I think I'm going to just go ahead and go to Amazon and probably leave one of those links in the description. It's not always about making money. It's about keeping my people safe as well. So if I can find it, I promise you guys, in the Discord, I'll make sure that we have that tester from the water test so that you guys can go out and pick that up. Also, got to get those prayers up in the air. Want to pray for love, respect, thankfulness. I want to pray for wholesomeness. I want to pray for good measure. I want to pray for good people as well as great health. Every single person here. I want to pray for your family members who may be going through some things right now. I want to pray for anybody who's dealing with hospital and medical issues. Definitely want to pray for you. Rebecca Lanya and Bueno, always praying for you. Batty Lynn as well. And who we praying for right now? Teddy Marcel. We got to pray for Miss Swanza, Liberty and Justice, and Brian King Falcone. Can't forget about Rebecca Lanya and Bueno. Casey Ramos, my brother. Kendra Walker and Miss Swanza. Who else we got up in here? That one song. Can't forget Big Zip. We got VG up in the building and G-Man, Mary Tanner. I see angels among us and I always shout you out, Collective. Miss Swanza, Liberty and Justice, Gary. I see Big Zip, Elise Q1. Who's that? Tony Wright and Angels again? Who else we got up in the building? Jeffrey Spilker. We got Teddy Marcel. I see Deborah Davitt. Also Money Tree. Got to get you up in these prayers all the time. Can't forget about Miss Swanza, Liberty and Justice, Brian King Falcone. Can't forget about Tim. Can't forget about 55, Lisa Coffee, 55 Coffee House, Lisa Roy. Can't forget about Miss Swanza, Jeffrey Spilker, Kendra Walker. Who else? Jeffrey Spilker. Or can't forget about Sam Champion. Also Angels Among Us, Collective, as well as Winter Rising. And my boy Sam Champion, don't work so hard, brother. I see you up in here. Deborah got you too. Can't forget about Teddy, Miss Swanza, Casey Ramos, Sam Champion. Casey, don't get mad at me, bro. I had to do it. I had to let them know that there's a lot of love here. Liberty didn't mind either. So that means that you guys are doing good. I'm just playing with you guys. I love you all, and I can't wait till tomorrow. I really appreciate coming here. Got you, Deborah Davitt. Can't forget about Big Zip. Miss Keisha got you in those prayers as well. Adam Trebet got Colessive in there. Thank you so much, everybody. Tanya Zimmerman says hi, by the way. Thank you so much. And God bless you guys. I appreciate you guys. Amen. That's right. Y'all could have went anywhere, and y'all know what tomorrow is, right? It's Purple Sunday. So yes, pull up with the purple, because dig as you will the picture, or when doves cry. You know why we represent purple. We still do it. We still do it every single week. Tomorrow will be the wrap up, and we're going to be talking about pasta sauces. I want to know what you guys are eating when it comes down to those pasta sauces, because there's a lot of them out there that are no good, and there's 3 that are really good for us. We got to stop going for flavor and start going for sweetness, and we got to get down to the real deal and make sure we're putting good stuff in our bodies. Really hope that you guys enjoyed the health and wellness section today. It's your boy Boogotti NYC, and like I always tell you, I could have went anywhere. But the fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me this Saturday, I appreciate you. So until tomorrow, Purple Sunday, you guys, 6 o'clock, same location. Get 'em! Peace.